tree is now, old man.
It is. Oh, the stream is officially on.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
So, last session, the party, after escaping a not so enjoyable birthday party, returned to the tower with the body of 4 people, which continued to resurrect them methodically, starting with the younger girl, which they quickly realized that she was blind, or at least she couldn't see. Eventually, they also decided to resurrect Leon. Leon. Is that what the name I gave him? That's something. I don't know how you pronounced it last time. Leon?
Yeah, something like that. Like instead of
It's
Liam,
Leon
Liam.
Cox, yes.
Yes.
I don't know how I pronounced his name last time. That's the thing. It's Leon. It can be Leon. Anyways, so they revived this Leon character who was cocky and told them that they
Coxy.
had about 20 minutes to let him go or the Mirza family was going to die. They realized that he was not bluffing, telling them that the clasp, he employed the clasp that to ensure his safe return in case anything happened, because he knew why you were there and who you were. They would be killed if they didn't hear from him in some time. Fastly enough, you guys contacted Allura and Ward, went to Whitestone with Ward. Revan proceeded to fly to the castle much faster than the rest of the party, only to discover that they were a bit too late. He found the arcane advisor dead in the room of the nobles, and they were gone. Returning fast, the rest of the party without Revan to the tower, they saw Liam standing on the at the end of the stairs that lead to the main entrance with the Mirza family, them thanking him for rescuing them. As Revan felt a bit in conflict with his emotion, he decided to venture into the familiar spot to the close village where he would usually go during his youth to either reflect or just distance himself from the troubles of a young adolescent tiefling. There, he was approached by a similar type of elf like figure that explained a bit more what was going on, and that this group of assassins that attacked the party was in fact a sort of groupation of sorts that Leon stole an artifact for some temple that they were protecting, and therefore releasing a curse cursing them. The main focus of the curse was the blind girl, which the assassins demanded that they hand it over unless they will, in fact, suffer the wrath. They reluctantly agreed, asking if the girl will die or not, receiving as a response that something of uncertainty that didn't stand well with them. Regardless, the girl was taken and Leon was put down. We are left with all of you in the tower after this whole fiasco happened, and you are there, if I remember correctly.
We did some stuff after this
Yeah.
as well.
You slept, right? Yeah, you slept, and then you did the next day when Sneaks went to Vasselheim.
Yeah, I bought the jewels and talked to
You bought the
as well.
things, yes. Talked to Tezvel.
Bob had
I
his.
believe we ended like close-ish to the end of the day when Revan returned from his talk with his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is drawing late. I assume you're all going to bed.
I have
Yeah.
2 levels of exhaustion. I need to rest quite a lot.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Oh yeah.
Rock man.
You all lay rest in your beds. Sleep finds you. Although a day or so has passed since the previous events, you are still tired, somewhat drained. Maybe it wasn't such a physical fight, although most of you died, but emotionally you feel drained. Sound of wind wakes all of you up. You awake in your familiar small shack at the edge of a forest in the middle of the winter. You know that this period is gonna be rough because you had a problem with the recent livestock and most of your animals died and you are quite left without resources and the winter is just getting started. The small shack, each of you has his room, mostly not separate, but all the beds are in a room and you're all quite cramped, but you've get used to live with this. The smell of burning wood that comes from the hearth in the middle of the room awakes you to a day of who knows what. You hear gentle cracking of firewood. And you are awakened, of course, fairly early in the morning, but the bright light. Mainly because it is cloudy, as you know, there's been snowing for the past week or so, but the light at the snow, in comparison with the light of the day, it's quite blinding, especially in the morning. You wake up.
Wake up.
Okay. Yeah.
I am staying in bed all day.
Oh. So I wake up.
Yeah,
But
you wake up, you see your friends, family, even you consider them brothers. You're mostly a group of people, of wayward children that found each other in youth and have grouped together to manage to survive. You found an abandoned shack at the edge of a forest and you decided to call it home.
And
You
we
know
have
that.
no memory of our lives.
No,
Actu-
this has been your life since you can
Yeah.
remember.
Okay.
We all look
Yes.
the same, even Bob.
No, you're all looking at each other. Well, to describe this easily, you're all lizard folk.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, of course we are lizard folk.
surprise, guys.
Another race that I had to put in my collection.
Stats and things don't matter, but for the purposes of visuals,
I am very confused. I would do what I would do. I'm not
Work.
sure.
Work the land as I do as a lizard folk, or hunt maybe. Yes, I will be the
Yeah,
hunter.
I would
Fuck
go
you.
hunting.
yeah, you
Fuck
know
you.
that you
We are
have to
both
go
of us.
hunting, and you know that lizard folk are. Well, you've been hunted before because there is a civilized, somewhat village not too far from here, and well, you've been chipping from their resources lately, but
Yeah, both of us would go hunt with our bone weapons that we made from the bones of the adventurers that decided to come here and kill us, but they didn't manage to one day.
Yeah,
So-
because we're seven. We're a lot of lizard folk that are very strong together.
Yeah,
So we
so
go and hunt.
This
me
is the
and
together
lizard
song.
alien will go and hunt.
How about
Okay.
gathering?
Oh, you can gather, you pussy.
It's winter, so I don't think you are going to gather anything. But,
yes, go gather twigs.
Wood. Yeah.
Yes.
You do your things that you do, survive. Days pass, maybe weeks. Before one of the days, has been a bit more. The snow has stopped this particular day, and it is a rare occasion as a knock happens at your door.
Haha, something's on change. I shall open the door. But
I
actually,
need my
carefully,
weapon.
yeah, like
Yeah,
grab
we
one of
would
the
be-
spears.
we would probably be start to hide or be like
Yeah, I would.
sneaky freaky.
Yeah, very,
Not be
very.
noticed.
I'm a very intelligent lizard folk, so I just
Grab
stay
your
near the
spears.
door, but out of sight,
Yeah,
so I can stab with my spear.
I would
Can I do
go.
grand weapon user with a spear?
Go.
You
next
have a
to-
you have a giant tree log that you use as a weapon.
Is
Grab a
there
giant tree.
is there a window to our
There
familiar?
is a window, yes.
Okay. I assume we
I
have
get a bow.
curtains because we're a bunch of fucking lizard folk. And we don't want people peeking in on our lizard business. So I would, yes, I would like check outside. Is it through the
You see
curtain?
a younger woman, girl, maybe around 16, 17, that it's holding like she's only wearing like common clothes, maybe a blouse and some pants, and she's shivering.
Not
Do we
buying
consider
that
her
immediately.
food?
Immediately, I don't buy that, so I'm gonna check for other people. Maybe somebody hidden, trying to lure us out.
Make a perception check.
With my stats? Oh, no.
Yes.
But I am not built for a lizard folk.
Shut the fuck
Hunter.
up and roll the dice.
I will.
Oh, big
22.
Big
22.
perception.
You. Oh, for fuck's sake. Be right back.
Never mind.
Question: Do we
Yes.
consider her food? Can we eat? her?
Yes, we probably do, but don't worry
Nice.
about it.
Disperse.
Human skin blankets. Yes.
I mean, the
I'm
town.
I'm pretty sure we have those as
No.
lizard folk.
probably.
Time for a snack.
The thing
That's
is,
not
That's
lizard.
not- Are you a fucking
That's not.
Yanti?
Are we? Now the question is, are we animals?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oof. Okay, okay, alright, hold on. Right there.
Are we considered to be animals or?
Are lizards?
Would Bob's Jaws sword work on us as we are maybe animal?
Huh.
Hmm.
as old tradition says, a young girl that wanders around alone and knocks on your door is just begging to be eaten alive.
Thank you.
A very
that.
old lizard folk tradition.
Yes.
It's a
Wisdom.
snack.
I wanted to
For
I
the
wanted to say
snack.
something, but it would be so toxic, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Come on. Mini lizard balls.
Of course, you know that saying, Max.
Ah, yes.
Why would it?
It
Good.
is a very old and ancient
Furry
lizard folk
saying.
lizard
Furry
folk
saying.
saying.
Okay.
If you see grill in forest, grill the grill.
No.
How do you meaning to grill?
That's actually.
I mean, imagine nice young meat. You know, perfect. Is the stream listening to us right now?
It is.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, we were just placed in the minds of lizard folk. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we were just getting into the mood.
Cannibalism is not our usual
Man,
topic of discussion.
we have lived here since 10 years. We've
Yeah.
known each other.
We've known each other for 10 years.
Like,
We are
did
like
it.
family.
The last of our lizard folk, Matt, who is a black lizard,
Yes.
is on the hunt right
He
now.
is matte black. Get it?
Matt.
It's funny. Laugh.
I swear to
No.
God, today half of my
No.
brain cells died, and
no.
like, and this, like you're making it worse. Please stop,
No.
because I'm going
No.
to become a lizard IRL.
Can we all agree
I
on
know.
freezing time for Bobby so he stops speaking?
Yeah, can
Yes.
we?
I do
Okay,
agree.
Bobby,
on
your
stopping
time
the
is frozen.
But I disagree.
Your time is frozen, no.
And
But we-
everyone.
All of here, all of us agree that your time is frozen.
I'm back. Sorry.
You missed.
Bobby's frozen in time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you mean?
Can you disagree,
We
please?
agreed.
It is no.
Okay, we agree that the time seal is shattered right now.
Yeah, we resume. Time continues.
Let's.
Okay. So yeah, you don't see anything else outside but this little young woman. You still have your morality of sorts. Consider yourself civilized, although people see you what they see you as.
Right? Does our door have a chain? I could. You know what I mean.
Yes. No, it does not have a chain.
Well, then I'm just gonna. Holding whatever weapon in the other hand that is opening the door, not visible, just open it to an extent, I guess. How
Okay.
does she react?
As you open the door, you see that she's shivering and she's looking at you. Please, please help me.
I mean, fucking.
This is our chance to just get into the society. Let them in.
Yeah, I just fucking let her in.
Okay.
Me just awkwardly standing there with the log over my shoulder.
So,
Go and grab a blanket.
Does
Okay.
he
I
have
am
a
the
skin
good lizard.
blanket?
What is?
Grab a blanket. You see that she quickly goes towards the fire and just sits in front of it there, on her knees, shivering
I
and
was just
hugging
about to
the
say
blanket.
fire.
What are you doing all the way out here?
Got lost.
Don't the folk tell you it's not safe around these parts?
I'm not from here.
Why are you here?
To not die outside.
What were you searching for outside?
Was lost.
Lost, but she has to get lost somehow.
Now that she's inside and the light is on, not so bright and it doesn't fuck with your eyes. You see this young human girl, blonde hair, blue eyes. She's dressed decently, like although she's not really like she isn't dressed for winter, but her clothes are very rich looking. She looks well off, and some of like most of like the bottom of her pants and so are like tattered. You could assume she walked a bit, but she does seem like she's not just some peasant girl.
Where are you from? Where are you going?
Uh, I don't know how I got here, but I just woke up in the forest one day and it was weird. I don't even know what day it is. Sorry asking that. I woke up maybe 2 or 3 days ago in the middle of the snow, freezing. And this is walking in a direction. I saw smoke and I came here.
I
Well,
would offer her some food that we have from hunting.
Yeah,
Yes.
give her some roasted squirrel.
it's very
Nice.
simple now. Just rest and we'll get you close to the near town, I suppose. Can't really get close on our own.
What's your name? My name is Sharktooth.
My name, I just don't know my name. I don't really remember anything till I woke up in the middle of the forest.
Weird.
How have you been surviving here?
As
I
a
know
group,
people don't see well of your kind.
doing what we should.
Wizards together strong. I was waiting for that. I was so close to saying it myself. I was like, oh no.
Ah!
Fuck.
You know it was coming, man. You know it was coming.
Mr. Lizard that has, for some reason, you've always been intrigued in magic. Although casting it is difficult,
Which list?
you, Mr. Sebilziard,
Sharktooth.
Sharptooth,
Come on.
yes.
Come on. It's not difficult.
You've always liked magic and it intrigued you. It's shiny, it's blasty. You've managed to cast a few spells before, and you're mostly proud of your, well, your key weapon, which is Mage Hand. It's one of your
Yes.
best used spells. But for some reason, you notice that this girl has like a. Only you can see this, and you assume the others can because you can. I mean, why wouldn't they? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they stupid.
You see that she has like how she sits at the fire there, like crouched over and shivering. You see that how the light hits her face. There is what looks like a glyph on her forehead.
Live.
Yes,
Okay.
it's slightly like reflecting light. You know it's magic, definitely, because people don't have glyphs on their foreheads. But you don't know what kind of magic is this.
Well, I would say, what's that thing that you have on your head?
Oh, I wish I knew it kept me alive until now.
What?
I well, to
thing?
be honest, I died. I believe like 2 times until now, but this
So
thing
you're
just kept.
immortal.
I don't think so.
Usually, if you die and you come back, means you. Well, I don't know what exactly it means. Could mean that you're immortal.
That might be it then. I'm immortal, I guess.
You should sleep now. It's cold. And then tomorrow we can talk about magic. I want to know about your immortality.
Yes. So that she just lays on one of your beds. And you go, she goes to bed. She had like a small backpack with her that she left like next to the door as she entered. She just dropped it.
I would check on it.
Yeah, you checking it.
I mean, she
Yeah.
has some cheese.
You see,
Continue, please.
I will fucking kill all of you.
What do you expect? You make us wake up as fucking lizard folk. Anyways.
Yes, so in this backpack you find an array of things. Hairbrush, a mirror. Looks like a necklace made out of this. I don't know what this material is. It's too white to be silver. It's definitely not gold. But it's this bird-like necklace with an opal in the eye of the bird. It's like from in a profile head of a bird. You find what looks like a small, looks like a knife to you, but it's a letter opener. You see, it has initials on it, an A and a V. You find
Oh no, I don't know what this is.
some sort of map. Looks hand drawn. Uh, doesn't really resemble anything that you've seen in the surrounding areas. It looks like a mountain cliff, and at the bottom, it's point like at the map. It's has this route that leads to this opening cove. the map also has on it the initials A and V.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
What do we do with her?
We'll bring her to the city, and then she gives us food from the city. Simple.
Pretty simple exchange.
I mean, can we trust her though that she's going to give us food from the city?
No.
If she doesn't give us food from city, we kill her.
I mean, she's going to be in the city, so how do we kill her?
We kill her.
We're gonna figure it out.
Fine.
Done it in the
Trust
past.
her.
I
She's
smash.
alone. She doesn't know where she is. There's no reason for us to not trust her.
We're kind to her, I think.
I say she's welcome
Didn't
to
eat
stay.
her.
No, she's not gonna stay.
Yeah, she's not
There's no
gonna stay.
space. Just leave me
build
on
a
my
bed.
bed.
You know how expensive it is to build a bed? You don't build a
It's
bed, so
fine.
you wouldn't know.
She's immortal. She doesn't need a bed.
That
Hey,
is
I
not.
mean, if she's yeah.
We don't
I
have enough
see.
food in the winter for her.
Also, if we kill her when she's immortal, what do we achieve?
Food,
It's
infinite.
It'll be
She
quite
doesn't-
accomplished.
Infinite food.
yes.
Infinite food, yeah.
Maybe if we eat her, we are gonna become immortal.
Pretty sure it doesn't work.
I want to become immortal.
We figured it out.
Easy food, man. Easy food.
Infinite food glitch.
Wouldn't call it a glitch. Yeah. Well,
She goes to
let's
city
first
and
see
gives
what
us
she has to
fancy
offer
food.
us.
She can offer us food from the city. And
There
Fancy
may be more
food.
to her.
put in a word about the fact that we saved her. We didn't eat her. Repeatedly.
Yes, people know that we eat people. So when we bring people to people,
And we don't
they
eat
say,
them.
"Oh, we do not eat people,"
Yeah.
and they give us food. It's very simple.
And they come, with people to give us the food, and we eat them as well.
Oh,
Yeah, but
don't
she-
eat them. If they can give
just-
us food, we don't eat the people. We eat the food. It's hard.
She's just a child,
Unless it's a
not grown
harsh
up.
winter. It's not a
You have no idea what a child is, you dumb thing. Just shut up.
Okay, so she went to bed. I assume you guys do your daily business. then.
Yes.
We
I
did.
guess, yeah.
Continue talking to each other for the rest of the day.
Yes. About how to deal with this food crisis. There is on
Hey,
your
we
hand.
stopped. She is infinite food.
No.
We won
I
life.
go out to see if anybody is like looking for her, to see any new tracks in the snow and shit.
There are the only tracks that you see are hers in that day.
Okay.
But eventually, you know that staying out late at night means that you're going to die, probably, most likely. And you go back, and you all go to bed once again. And this repetitive but challenging lifestyle that you have. You wake up once again in your own rooms. Sebastian, you see that Julia has, like, as you wake up, you're used to her sleeping with you in the bed, but this time, for some reason, she stole all the fucking cover, and it's triggering you a bit, but it's fine. I mean, you love her. She does that. Van, you see that Sarah, well, her things when she sleeps. She moves a lot, but now she is like sleeping on like sideways on the bed, and she's like with her head on your belly.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's you're used to. Like she does that sometimes.
okay.
But yeah, you all wake up in your specific rooms. Bob, you slept. Boggers, that feels fucking amazing.
My
In your new
insomnia
form,
is hitting me hard.
in your new body, quote unquote. You've missed sleeping, I assume.
Did I dream?
No.
Yeah. No.
So we don't remember what this thing, this scene.
You don't. You just went to bed after dealing with the bullshit with Leon and the assassins and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Just woke up.
Feel like I'm still exhausted, so I'm just gonna lay in bed the whole day.
Mhm.
Or until I feel good again.
Yeah, if you rest like 8 more hours just chilling in bed, you're gonna get rid of the second.
I'm gonna grab something from the fridge,
Mm.
stockpile it in my hand, and just go back to my bed and just sleep.
So Julia stole all the covers of the bed, and she's not in the room.
No, she is in the room. That's why she like.
Oh, now I get it.
Oh, you got
Yeah, no,
bamboozled. I stole all
Now
the
I get it.
covers
I
in
was
one
like,
toy.
what? How did she do that? Okay.
She went to sleep on the balcony.
Eat, and then I will go back to work, I suppose.
Okay.
I would like as I wake up and the shit. I would send a sending again
Mhm.
to the blind girl second time and say and ask if she's okay.
You send. You feel like it's been received, but no answer. Okay. Go back to work. Anyone else doing anything?
Did I return from my adventures?
Did you sleep in Vasselheim? I assume you did, right? Or did you come back? I don't know.
I assume I did.
Oh yeah, because you said you went on an
Yeah.
adventure with the griffins and stuff. Yeah, you return. You get a decent sum of $250 gold.
Keep good.
There is more than one dinner.
Eat it.
Not
Eat
yet.
the gold.
Not yet.
Bad dragon.
Not yet.
So, what do you do?
I want to experiment with
Okay.
the tools that I have that I got from Voss. I have a +1 dagger from a long time ago,
Okay.
and I want to experiment. Like, I want to try the limits that I can reach without breaking the whole thing, and trying to understand when I get to the limit of the enchantment.
Well, you understand that the specifically on a +1, if you try and put more than one socket, it's gonna explode in your face.
on a +1.
Mm.
So how does it work on the other items?
Well, you could assume that the +3 exploded because you fucked up. But pushing, like, you get used to it. if you work a bit more with these tools, you'll eventually gonna get proficiency, of course. But you start to understand how they work and the limitations of an enchantment and how much you can push it with this rune system thing that you have. You know that the mistake you made with Snyx's armor is that, well, when you carved the actual sockets, you just linked them wrong and the enchantment malfunctioned, and, well, as a result, disenchanted the whole thing.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's what I would do, and then when I gathered enough information, I'll go back doing the core. Whenever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's doing anything?
Apparently
No.
not.
Okay, well, I have a thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are fresh out of bullshit and we're not doing anything immediately, and we didn't talk to each other about doing anything immediately, Yes, I would go. Now, this is gonna take a lot of time probably, so if anybody really wants to do
Fair
anything,
enough.
please tell me, but I'm gonna go to Balthazar
Okay.
again.
You go, Balthazar. Knock at the door. He responds, of course. How do you look? Do you look like worried or anything of that? Like, what would he see?
No, just calm.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I thought about it a bit. Just tonight, and I mean, there's no point in delaying it. You said when I was ready to talk with her, never gonna be more ready.
You want to do it now?
Whenever you're ready. I know I come without any warning, but whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah. We can try. Why not? He welcomes you in.
Yeah.
And he prepares sort of a well, you haven't seen this before, I would assume. Sort of a um like a meditation type of room.
Hmm.
He lights up some incense and stuff, and, well, he draws a very specific rune on the ground that you recognize, that is abyssal in nature, because you've read that book.
So how many orphans do we need to sacrifice?
Well,
I know that is not how it works. Yes.
yeah, no, that's not how it works, but it is going to drain us. Well, mostly me, but as well as you, because I'm gonna have to maintain the connection while you speak with her, because I'm more connected with her. Both through blood and, well, pact.
Pretty sure.
See that he cuts his palm and he puts, like, he lets some drips of blood fall into a bowl of water, and they droop and just spread in the water, and you see that the color quickly shifts from, could have smelled like a drop of blood in a bowl of water, it wouldn't change, but it just quickly changes to this red dark red color. And he starts swirling inside of this ball that is in the middle of the room. So he sits at one side, you sit across him. This is gonna suck. And he like dips one of his fingers in the like his thumb in the bowl, gets some of that blood and just smears it on your forehead. Does the same with for him. Okay, when you're ready, just
I mean,
you're probably gonna feel it, so yeah. Brace yourself.
I will brace myself.
Okay. So he closes his eyes and he starts chanting. See that he's like with his eyes closed, you can see light that just like flickers through his through his pupil. Fucking, what are they called? The thing?
Eyelids.
Eyelids, yeah.
Yes,
Get so
that's the
close my
word.
eyes as well.
And with like a shockwave force, just knocks you back, and you fall and fall and fall, and you spin in the air, and from this like you falling through clouds that are reddish brownish color, and you see explosions of fire to left and right of you. As you fall, you exit the clouds, and under you you see a ruin-ish of a city. You see a bunch of small groupations that are just knocking into each other. You could assume battles left and right. If you've read about Avernus, you could assume this is what it looks like. As you continue to fall towards what looks like a small, the edge of the city is like a shriveled dead forest, and you're falling towards that into an opening. Fall there on your back, knocks the air out of your chest, and for a second or two you try to regain it, and you are there. You hear the distant sounds of battle and the occasional explosion in the clouds.
Yeah, stand up, look around, don't see anybody, I assume.
In the forest, no, but you don't feel like you're there, but you
Yeah,
still have some sort of feeling or like of your surroundings and what you would feel like if you were there.
it is. My soul is in Avernus. Let's go, boys. Okay. Yes, I would. If I feel that I'm partially there, I would try and do what I would do if I was actually there. I'm gonna try and fly up to see if there is like a big giant fucking fortress of doom that I've probably read about in this place.
Yeah, you summon your angelic wings in this lair of hell, and you do see the fortress. Not very far. It'll take you with your fly speed maybe a few minutes to get there. But it is looming. And it's made out of this, what looks like rusted iron, especially the gates with these hooked spikes, and you see bodies piled on those spikes and the swords. You see at the top of this fortress there is like one of the spires in the back that goes like the highest one. At the top, the very top, there is like a circle of this cylindrical building ends into a circle, and then very abruptly another like sharper, like a needle, just goes up, and you could assume that is where Zariel oversees her battlefield, because you can see. Let me just draw it. So for some reason, I can't explain for shit today. Yes, of course, gray, very visible on this mat. So how I said, the building that goes like
Yeah.
this and it ends. The platform like, and then it goes up like that. Then it ends as a spire. And there's like a giant door here.
Yeah, and there's a platform where I could land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would land on the platform.
Okay. You land there, you see that the these doors here are opened like in the interior, and inside you see a what looks a decently furnished room. Looks like a room of a, you could assume, a commander of sorts, a general. Very, everything is placed for their purpose and use. Nothing is placed for beauty and the sorts. You see a map. You see like a table with some chairs around and some other maps of other regions and the sorts. And you see at the back of the room a bigger chair with a visage that you never thought you were going to see in your life. Of Zerial. That is looking in this, what looks like pedestal that holds this swirling mist. You can see from your point of view as you land that in this mist there are flashes of and images of sorts that you could assume. That's how she keeps track of what's happening.
Yeah, as soon as I land, I retract the wings.
Yeah?
Like...
As soon as you land, you see that she instantly notices you and looks at you. What are you doing here?
Well, was suggested by my father that at some point I should speak with you, and here I am to speak with you.
What do you want to speak about?
There are many things I would like to speak about. The person that I've never met and yet so directly has influenced my life since it began. But let's start with something obvious. I have the sword, and you probably know that.
Yes, I know that. I led you to it.
Yes. So everything is going to plan for now.
Not really, you see. The recent battles here have not been that fruitful for me. There is something else that influences the attacks that have recently been on my fortress. I suspect.
Tiamat.
Yes.
Yes. Well, she has been active, which suggests that, from what not I understand, but the people around me have come to understand, one of her seals that is keeping her here is broken. Whatever that would mean to you.
Or the seals are on the material plane.
That means that somebody else there is mingling. Which is obvious as well. A bunch of Rakshasas have decided to team up. Which doesn't happen often from what I understand. And
Yes, things have been quite unstable since...
Maltazar?
Yes, he was the catalyst that started all of this, but Asmodeus seems to be a bit preoccupied with something.
Yeah.
He's been falling short on his duties.
Yeah. Or the reason to continue things on that front. So what is there that can be done from our side of the spectrum? As I
Find
assume
whoever is breaking the seal, wants to let her out, and kill them.
it's very simple of you to say, but nobody knows anything except one person that is very hard to cooperate with. For some of us, and it seems that we're the only ones that care enough to do this.
If another seal is broken, she's going to take the fortress. If I die by her hand, I will be dead. Gone.
Well, guess you have to find him, and you don't know anything.
There must be something unusual going on. Cultists, especially her cultists, are quite easy to spot when they act. They don't really let people alive to tell others that they've been there. They have this very specific way of killing with their multicolored, let's say it, bites. There is, however, since the seal. I think the easiest, since you know about you said about the Rakshasas, can you follow that path at least? Pretty sure that's gonna be fruitful in some way.
Well, we can follow it as much as we. Well, we're gonna try to, but there are quite a bit of factors to that, out of my control.
What so?
I don't know anything myself.
You said you have someone who knows.
Yes, we do.
And?
Well, we're gonna talk with him, but he's quite, as I said, hard to cooperate with. As in, he's gonna. I mean, it's in his interest, so he should probably figure it out pretty quickly. Nobody wants her out. Except for that one person that apparently wants her out.
Well, yes. Some people obviously want her out. There are cultists everywhere. Of any kind of gods or creature of decent enough power.
Yes, I've seen that myself quite enough times.
Just because something is innately evil doesn't mean that it doesn't have followers.
Of course, everything has followers, otherwise it wouldn't survive. Everybody's drawn to something, for whatever reason. And from what I've seen, she's pretty good at convincing people.
Of course she is, that's her thing.
Yes.
Well, speak with this person that knows things and fix it.
Yes. That was the plan even before coming here. Very fruitful talk. It's nice to see that not only us are very helpless in this.
I can't fight the Dragon Queen alone.
Pretty sure nobody can. Not down here. Not up where we are. Everybody that can is locked away. And for good reason, mostly.
There might be another more dangerous and risky way, but could work.
Honestly, I would love to hear it.
She has a sort of an avatar on the material. Now, she can't really get into it because of the seals, but if the second seal would be broken, yes, she would have more forces to attack us here. It's late to do this. If you break another seal, she might choose to use this avatar, be sort of distracted with that because she can be in two places at the same time and at her full capabilities. Although she would gain more power and followers down here, I also have some plans on gaining allies to both take out Asmodeus and maintain this fortress. If you can find her avatar while she is in it, defeat it, plunge the sword that I gave you into her, the soul of her avatar would be sent to me to play with. Drain on it, use his power. Well, maybe with that I can defeat her.
And everything else that stands in your path.
Yes.
How pleasant. Well, yeah, I guess that is also what he meant when he was contacting my little friend. I mean Bahamut. I guess that is the whole point of that whole situation. Kill the avatar.
Whatever you do, keep an eye on your little friend.
Through all that's happened, through all the things that have been in his head, and, well, pretty common knowledge to keep an eye on him at this point.
I'm not talking as be sure he's safe, be sure he's not doing anything stupid.
Well, I wasn't talking about be sure he's safe either.
Tiamat has her ways to get to even the most iron-willed of persons, being playing on their vices or anything. And he may think that he's safe because Bahamut is helping or whatever he's doing. But if she got to him, she's not done with him.
Yes, the gods are very far away after all. Well,
Yes, and she's very close.
yeah.
Is that why you came here?
Not exactly. But I wouldn't like
Then?
to just sit there here and talk about my problems with you either, because that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not really the talking type.
Yeah, I can tell. Not either. Maybe that is the whole point of this.
If you hear about the sword, I guess have fun with that. I was pretty angry when I was up there, so pretty sure it's feeling quite the same as it is when I lost it.
Yeah, it is quite pushy.
I've been called that before.
I'm sure we're gonna come to understand each other one day. The sword, that is.
Oh. Maybe. One of you is gonna concede.
Yeah, I don't plan to do that.
Well, as I said, good luck with that. It's gonna be an interesting thing to see.
One year I'm on the seas, trying to survive with a few pieces of bread, and the next I'm talking to you. Look at how times change.
Yeah, most people wouldn't be that happy to talk with me. I don't know why you are specifically.
It's not particularly happiness, it's just interesting.
But it's good then. You'll do fine. It's a fine addition to the ranks when you're done up there.
Why do you assume I'm gonna come here when I'm done up there?
You think that mark on your chest is for nothing?
It's obviously for a lot of things. Well, till then, I guess.
Yeah. As you are pulled out like a string just pulls you up and you wake up back in the room. Balthazar. Feeling very exhausted.
Yeah.
After I start projecting to Avernus.
Yes.
So, how you went?
All things considering, decent.
That's good. Said he is like almost standing up. You could assume it's quite draining for you and for him and for you as well.
Never gets old talking with archdevils. Yes. Well, thank you for this.
Yeah, I don't want to do this too soon, so
Yeah.
let's keep it at least once a year talking with her.
Yeah. That would be preferable. For everybody.
So I assume you return
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Okay. Return back. You get there, you notice that. Oh, you teleport. Never mind.
I mean, yes. I teleport, I guess.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah.
you teleport. You don't walk to the tower.
I mean, I don't walk to the tower now. Walk in
Yeah.
the city and then teleport, yeah.
Oh, but you do appear on the front steps.
I do, yes. Appear on the front.
So yeah, you see a cart that is parked not too far away from the tower.
Ah,
Looks like one of those carts that is like covered by a colorful cloth type of thing.
hmm.
A carriage. No, it's not a carriage. I don't know what's the exact
Wagon.
word.
Wagon.
Yes, a wagon.
I'm gonna say in the ring, there is a wagon parked in front of the tower.
Another one?
Yeah, that is exactly my thoughts. Guess come check it out. As
Alright.
I'm gonna go check it out as well. Do I have exhaustion levels? Drained HP?
You do. You do have exhaustion.
Trained XP.
Death?
Death. No, you have exhaustion.
You lost a level.
You have
Well,
you have 1 point of exhaustion because
Okay.
It's like after some time, or did this happen like quickly?
it took some time. Yes, so you can do stuff while he's gone.
No, I mean I was just resting, but would it be enough time?
Oh, for you, yeah. At this point, yes. Let's say yes.
Alright, then I go outside. And you guys don't see the Bob the robot, but Bob the
Bob the
Earth
Robbity
Genasi.
Bob the Rock.
Picture is coming.
Soon.
Soon TM.
Yes.
hold me, Bob.
Bob of Rock.
Rock. Okay,
One
yeah,
that
let's
has had
go out.
Earthwalk.
Call me Dwayne.
Let's see what this card has to offer us this time.
Okay.
Wagon, not card.
So you go to the wagon. You see that as you who goes? All of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see a group of like 4 humans. They're all male. They're dressed very decent. Look like traders, merchants of types. And like there, you see 2 of them are in the front with their animal. They're feeding it, and the other 2 are looking through their things. And there's one of them sees you approaching. Oh, good day. Hello.
Vistani.
Good day.
Hi.
Good day.
This is your tower, I assume.
It is our tower, yes. Who might you be?
Oh, we're just merchants. We had the unfortunate time of, well, having to rest here. I hope we don't disturb anything, but we had to feed the animal. It didn't want to travel anymore, so.
No.
Inside check that if they are really like merchants.
Oh, so yeah, that as well.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
The evil merchant.
You never know.
Rakshasa.
Can I not roll shit?
Can I also not throw shit?
That's 14. That's 15.
It's a
But only a
14.
natural 2.
Fucking
Ooh.
wow. That's
I rolled a
an
6.
11. No, not
And
even
they're the
9.
best merchants.
Yeah, they seem like merchants.
Woohoo.
Fuck.
What are you selling, merchants?
Well, we have different kind of
Merchandise.
things. We have clothes, we have grain, and a map.
A map.
A map.
Map of what?
Yeah, that's pretty general.
A map, yes, a map. We found it some time ago. Some unfortunate soul died with it in its hands, and well, we did the thing when you know, carry their burden.
Looted the
She
corpse.
looted
No,
their body.
no.
Okay. She
Yeah.
didn't need it anymore. Oh, the person didn't need it anymore.
Alright, so what is this map then? Anyways. That you looted from a corpse.
I don't know where it leads,
Oh, Max.
but for a nice price of a 500 gold, it could be yours.
Uh-huh.
So a map that can I take a no? I guess showing us a map would become pointless.
Yeah.
Would it? Would it be pointless?
I mean, come down for adventure. I'll buy your map.
Wonderful.
Why are
Gives
people
you
disconnecting?
scrolled. What was disconnecting?
People.
Secro and Max
continue.
disconnected. Everybody's disconnected. It's
It's
fine.
fine.
Just continue. Don't need this.
He gives you the scrolled parchment.
Give him
It takes the
500 gold. Uh,
It's a piece of paper.
Looking at the map, see a cliff of a mountain, the path that leads to a cove.
knew it. Uh, where did you find this?
I believe we were near. Well, we were coming from Western. It was near the forest. So, somewhere in that area.
Oh, that place.
It was quite an old body. It was like almost decayed to a point of being a skeleton. So, I don't know
Was
if it was
it,
a woman or a man. So,
was there like signs of attacks, or was it just like naturally decayed, deceased? I mean,
uh, they seemed the bones seemed undisturbed. So,
oh, okay. Well, that place looks. Hmm. I suppose I don't know where it is, right?
I have no idea.
Well, it is a map of something. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Thanks, I guess.
Is there any names on the map of the cliff or anything?
No,
guess AV,
just
right?
yes, AV.
Absolutely.
Good luck with your travels.
Yeah.
Are you guys good? Can I treat you to something? Do you guys have enough supplies?
We should be good, yes. We're reinforcing the wheels and we're gonna get going. I don't want to disturb you anymore.
Great. Alright.
Have
Well,
fun.
anyways, I
I'll
have a
go
thing
back
to
to the
tell
top.
all of you. So maybe we
Well-
should talk.
To the war room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kitchen.
It's been an eventful day. We go to the kitchen.
Okay, go to the kitchen.
So, long story short, as these things tend to happen around me, I, through very careful means and, well, Overwatch and things, I went to speak with certain Zariel. Yes.
And
Well, apparently things down there are not going very well with the war, and she suspects that Tiamat is behind it. Tiamat is getting stronger, and that person that is around here causing trouble. Yeah, well, I guess after he unbinded one of the seals, now if he does a second one, But Tiamat is gonna be able to overthrow Zario down there, and up here she's gonna be able to probably slip into her avatar that she apparently has on the material plane somewhere. Which is both very bad, obviously. But if it comes to that and we find that avatar, we can kill her that way. Yes, things are very bad. Very, very bad.
Do you have a direction? Do you have something?
Absolutely not, no.
So we know that Tiamat is bad, and if we allow it to free itself, it's gonna be even bad.
It
Even more
wasn't a
bad.
very fruitful
So-
conversation, no, but what is important is that we have to speed things up with Liam. There is no point in stalling about this, because, well, we need to find the person responsible. And if he's the only
Assuming that he
person
knows the
knows-
person responsible.
Well, he doesn't, but he's looking for him from what I understood. Also, just generally, we have to be very careful, because Tiamat is gaining power, and she knows that we are not exactly gonna submit to her will. She's probably gonna mess with a lot of us. Probably mainly you, Snakes. So even though it's not very fruitful, as I said, anything, it's not new information of any sorts. Just don't think we're out of the deep waters just yet. Whatever happens.
The only thing that we can do is wait for us to be able to go to the myriads. That's the only thing that you can do.
Yeah,
There's nothing else we can do. So,
right.
Unless she gave you some
like,
leads on what
cool.
the fuck to
We
do.
know that there is an avatar. Cool.
If we kill the avatar, is that the same as killing her?
Not the same, but it's gonna definitely... Well, what it's gonna do... It's gonna allow Zario to drone that power and defeat her. That is if I kill the avatar with the sword. Then again we have the other option. Said that Tess is some sort of key to all of this, and she has that sword, so I assume that is the other way.
I would assume.
Guess now you know what is the whole point there. But yeah, other than that we have to wait. We can't do much else. Unless we try and figure something out on our own. I don't know where to
Well,
start.
What's up with that sword that you have? What happened yesterday? Or the other day, or whatever.
Well, there's quite a lot of things that are up with this sword. Putting it bluntly, it wants to destroy everything that it deems evil without any further thought into it, which obviously isn't very useful all the time. It's very quick to judge. But I can't really do much about that other than try to.
So how do you want, like, if it feels like that, how do you want to cooperate with them? Why didn't you have the same reaction with him like you did with the noble guy?
I could tell you, I would, but I don't know.
Oh no.
Cool.
Well, the simple answer, if it didn't react at all, is that it doesn't consider him evil. Which is...
So what we have
Yes.
to do is help this creature that made a weapon that does not deem evil a person like Liam.
Pretty sure she wasn't the one that made the weapon. Also, it's still an
And who
angelic
did?
relic, so whatever your feelings are and my feelings are, maybe it's about current intention more than anything. If you remember, Liam came here despite everything to help us, or himself,
To
or
mock us.
everybody.
That's
Yes,
what he did.
I know what he did. I know
He hasn't
what happened.
helped us at all. The only thing that he helped us, quotes, it's for us to be able to deal with the people from Whitestone. That's it. The rest, he spied on us, he mocked us, and what else?
And you got you let him get to you. Sebastian,
That's
calm
not the
the fuck
point.
down.
Bob.
It is.
That's not the fucking point.
You get your emotions in the way. Stop. He has helped us.
How?
You can admit it or not.
How? How is help?
If it wasn't for him, the Lords of Whitestone did. Most likely.
Yes, he always likes to set it up in a way that he comes out better than us in every single possible way.
How do you even know that he didn't set that up in the first place?
I don't know that, and to be honest, I do suspect that, but then again, that is all suspicion on everybody's part, and as I said, I don't know why the sword didn't react. But what can you do? Judge the angel sword, I suppose. It is not always right. I know that much.
He
It-
probably has a way to mask himself from the sword.
I mean, that doesn't seem...
Or the sword
Doesn't
just
seem like
hasn't
it.
seen what he actually wants. I have no idea. As I said, this is a stupid philosophical debate about why something didn't happen the way he would like it to happen, and I would like it to happen. I don't know. The simple answer is I don't know. You don't know. And, well, as I said, the sword doesn't know best anyways. Not
Regardless,
all of the time.
we're at the same spot we were 2 weeks ago.
We are. But now we have a mage that wants same as us, but also obviously is getting under a lot of people's skins. I wanted to let you guys know about this so that it doesn't come later as a surprise or anything. But yeah. I went
The
to
only real
Avernus.
thing, the only real thing that you just told us is that there is an avatar that's on our plane.
I know what I told you. I know it wasn't very fruitful, as I said.
No, but this is the only thing we can really try to do, even though it's fucking impossible, and we are not going to achieve this. But like,
Yeah.
let's start maybe trying to figure out where that might be, even as impossible of a task that it seems like.
Yeah. It would be very productive if we start doing that.
I mean, if we just sit around and wait,
Yeah.
we are not going to get anything. We need to
I
do
agree
at
with
No,
least
you.
we need to
something.
wait because we need to go to the fucking myriads. Don't you
Oh, I'm not-
remember the deal that we made with my father?
I'm not saying go around. I'm just saying maybe investigate, see what we can find anywhere. Do something, because if we are just going to sit around for this, then it's going to be get worse and worse.
We have to
It's not going to do anything.
do our own research while we wait for the people to bring us more things. Whoever that might be and whatever we have to do with the myriad. Yes, it's gonna help obviously the most, but it's not happening right now, so we might as well start on something else. And finding the avatar might be a good start. So that if we need to use it, we have it done. Not later, but now.
So how do we
Do you
plan on
have
doing that?
any?
I have no idea. You're usually the one that knows how to know things.
What if we go to
I mean,
the
locating an
sanctuary?
avatar of an ancient evil that has been sealed away for thousands of years is a thing
Let's
that not many people
infiltrate
know.
her cult.
Huh.
What if we go to the Platinum Sanctuary? They might know
Where her
something about.
avatar is.
I'm pretty sure if they knew, they'd be all over that place.
I
We know
mean,
that Tiamat has a cult, right?
They might not know about where the
And
avatar
I
lies.
assume that the cult, somebody high up must know,
I mean,
right?
how the fuck do you suggest that we infiltrate her cult when they probably know all about us?
I mean, there is
Not
Snake.
necessarily infiltrate. Just need to get a person to get information from.
Even finding out where or who is part of the cult, even that is more information. From there, we can decide.
I mean, yeah, the best place to go about this is the Platinum Sanctuary, I suppose. They're the ones that should be the most updated on this. And have we ever talked to them about the fact that, you know, she's around and, well, it's in their best interest to help us in this? Have we ever talked with them about this? We haven't.
I haven't.
Snake goes to Vasselheim quite often, I don't know.
Well, in that case, maybe we should do that. Because, well, those are people that have dedicated their lives to this. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna love the information, that as little as it is that we have to bring, even that there is a threat to begin with, as most of them apparently believe that she's dead.
I guess that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that.
Either that or get ready for the battles ahead.
I mean, we're that's one the same. The more we know, the more prepared we are. Somewhat.
Yeah. So, whenever we can organize that, I guess we need to go there.
Yeah, let's just go then.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mind if we bring Tess?
No. Bring her.
She's a part of this.
By the way, Bob, the map. Maybe let's try a look through the telescope and see where that might be.
After we deal with the Platinum Dragon, I assume.
I
we
mean,
have
are we
some
going right now? We're going to probably sleep there. It's what time is it, Analyst?
It's not very late.
It's like
3,
4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we are going now?
We can travel through the whole world in a matter of seconds. So it doesn't matter when we go. So the sooner the better.
If you're going there will be like morning in there.
Yeah, and if we don't go there now, it's gonna be afternoon there. So let's go.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Sure.
Okay. Teleport the tower there. Or do you just teleport there? With the spell.
I don't know. If Snake says to teleport, then teleport.
I assume we use the tower.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna take us a little bit if we do
It's
the
gonna
tower,
take
but
us a
sure.
long time
But
to get
They
there.
still have that policy of don't use spells in the
Haven't you already teleported there?
Like a course nearby,
Yeah, we
so
teleport
it's not
in
in
the
the city.
forest and just
Okay,
walk
then
to
yeah,
the
that's
city.
So,
Teleport
Teleport.
near the
Teleport.
near Vasselheim.
near Vasselheim. Okay. Do you have something specific near Vasselheim, or are you going to chance it?
Maybe
Right.
say the shag we teleported back to the academy from, you know, like the witch that knows how to teleport, like somewhere there.
Still not going to help me if I don't have anything from there. I can either teleport us in Vasselheim, or do we use the tower? Or I try to wing it somewhere close-ish to Vasselheim.
Sure, let's use the tower. I thought that you already teleported there. But let's just use the tower and get there.
Okay. Use the tower. You appear at the location of there on the map that is noted on. Yes. Fanzia, right there.
Yes.
It's gonna take you. Do you walk? Do you?
I mean, get to the closest place and get some horses, or rent some horses.
You're level 14. Easy peasy. You
Yeah,
travel. You arrive at Vasselheim.
You
I'm not
remember
gonna
we
how to
fucking bother with
travel?
that shit.
We know how to
Gotta
travel. Oh
fucking
my
bother
god.
with traveling at this level. Fuck that stuff.
We did it. We walked.
of course.
You
I would
arrive at Vasselheim after some time, a few hours, let's say.
would be
You
wearing
decide
the ring,
to
of
take
course.
an Uber.
Yes, I remember. Let's go to the Platinum Sanctuary.
You go to the Platinum Sanctuary, go up the stairs, are met with a, for you sneaks, familiar giant doors with the two guards that stay there. The doors are slightly ajar for only a person to enter at a time. And as they see you approaching, one of them step forward and ask you, "What is your business here?"
Could we maybe talk with Rafinas? Somebody high up, we have a pretty important matter to discuss.
Uh, Give me a moment. He walks inside. You wait there a bit, few minutes, 2, 3 minutes. Eventually comes out. Yes, he can see you. And they lead you towards his office. You enter, you see that there is another, assume, some other guy that lives in Vasselheim that leaves his office. And he's there putting some papers away, and he welcomes you in. Well, the only time I get to speak with all of you, there is a problem, so
Well, this is
Yes.
a big one.
Yes, we're gonna get to the straight to the point. Uh, well, you are followers of Bahamut, and I think that this is a matter that specifically to you might be at heart, considering that we have had informations regarding the possible return of the Queen of Dragons, or rather, that's her title, Tiamat. And
she's
considering,
dead.
Oh, she's not dead.
yes, she's she's thought to she's thought to be dead, but alas, one of her sigils is broken, and another one is being broken as we speak, or rather, is being tried to be broken. I know that
And
sounds crazy, but alas, things have been changing for a while now, especially in Tal'Dorei. I'm not sure how here things have been going.
The weather's been very warm over in Tal'Dorei for this time of year, which suggests that, well, the hells are around. Why the hells? Oh, she's there.
Well, more specifically, Rakshasas are invading the entire fucking place. Everywhere.
Yeah, the Rakshasas are working together under somebody that has apparently began the process of unleashing her. It is very bad.
okay, so not only Tiamat is actually alive, but there's also a group of Rakshasas across somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, we believe these things to be connected.
Yes,
That's why we are saying them at the same time.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of their agents were either here in Vasselheim or somewhere in this continent in the first place, as they are pretty spread out throughout the whole world, as far as I understand.
Whew. Okay, okay.
If things
Because of
done.
this,
How does he look generally when he tell him
It
this?
looks like fuck. why it's been a long day. I don't know if I believe you or not. You came here only with problems, and now you bring Tiamat and a group of Rakshasas working together on the fucking ethereal plane.
Well, it's been a long day for everybody. It's been a long week for everybody. But alas, why would we come here and lie to you?
And it's not about lying, this is a bit
Trust
weird.
me, if I've spoken to a trust, if there is any trusted source to be spoken about this, I have spoken with them. Avernus is in crisis down there. Tiamat, if things continue in her favor, will probably take over down there and, well, up here.
As Raven is saying this, I will pull out the sphere that we found from the Rakshasas. I will just put it on the table and say, if you don't believe us, ask to the source. There is a group of 14 Rakshasas that just sit behind this sphere. You can just activate it if you wish.
I'm not
Is
saying
the-
I don't trust you.
It is very unbelievable, regardless of how trustworthy we might be, yes.
We came here just to see if this connects any dots that you may have had up until now in the recent period of time. Maybe some situations that were particularly weird, or some rumors that didn't sound as truthful as you thought they were.
Well, I don't know if
I will put back the sphere.
now that you come with this, I didn't believe it at first when I heard it, but well, we had a company of a few of our platinum, like of our scale bearers that were delegated to travel to Wildmount, specifically close to what is this place? Close to Green Goldie. It was supposedly what they came back with. That the dwarves there believe that there is a group of fanatics that want to resurrect some dead dragon.
Oh, that's a first step.
This is a very good
We
first
we
step.
only need to ask. Now we at least have
Yes.
something.
Well, there's the other thing. Tiamat does have an avatar on the material plane, which I assume you know about, or...
I mean,
Well, we know she has one, but
she's been considered dead, then it would have been useless
the thing
information.
with Tiamat is that she knows how to hide in plain sight, regardless of detection, magic, and the sorts.
oh, that's why we came here.
She said to take the visage of a very attractive elf woman. The sorts.
Yeah.
That's her pretty. That's her avatar. Of course, these are stories. No one has ever seen her avatar or dealt with it, but from the myths and the source is that her shapeshift avatar that she chose. It's an elven woman, green eyes. She's very spiteful and very attractive, greedy, possessive, but also very good at convincing people to do what she wants.
Would this ring any bells about anyone we ever met?
Not really, no.
Well, now that you know this, I assume that everybody's gonna know this soon enough. In this, well, city as a whole, it might be good to get everybody on this.
Yes, of course.
Trying to avoid panic, but there is panic
The
to be
important
had.
people should know.
Yeah. So since the weather is hot on Tal'Dorei, it's pretty obvious that whatever seals are on the material, the one on Tal'Dorei has been broken specifically. So if you have any idea, I mean, obviously you don't have an idea where a seal would be because you didn't consider the fact that she's even trapped somewhere to be sealed in the first place. But if you could locate such seal around here, should probably...
I mean, if
Keep an
she's
eye on
sealed, Tiamat died, quote unquote, at in the divergence. So if anyone would know, would be, well, the gods.
That's not going to. It's not like we're going to just stroll up and ask them. Unless, I mean, if we can stroll up to a gun and ask them, "Yo, what's up?" It'd be pretty good.
I mean, if you
Yeah, I
wanna
don't think that's doable.
go to the upper planes, you can always ask me, but I don't think that that's gonna exactly help a lot. I don't exactly think we're welcome there.
There must be. Try the followers of Ayun. They have all the knowledge and the swords. The Cobalt Soul.
Do we know where there would be a good temple of Ayun?
Cobalt, so don't exactly have
You know,
temple.
there's Cobalt Soul is more of a like a. They are followers of Ayun, but isn't like a temple. It's like a library type of thing. Very, very enclosed.
Are there libraries of the
Cobalt.
Cobalt so in Tal'Dorei? Or just Wildmount?
There is in Tal'Dorei as well. Yes.
Yeah,
That's why I asked, like, if
yeah,
we know
Whitestone,
any
yeah.
Yeah.
place.
In West
Yeah, it's
Oh
in
yeah,
Western.
yeah,
I
it's
was like,
the
yeah, it's in
big-
Western.
the big... Ah yeah, there is the big thing there.
Well, yes, these are things for the High Bearer's ears, so I'll speak with him. Maybe even see if he's or how I can manage to set a meeting between you all and him.
Now the question is, how can we remain in contact? You know, getting here, it's a little bit frustrating considering that you do not allow spells such as teleportations and the likes. Do you have any tools that you may use or you're allowed to give to people like us?
I'll have to speak with the High Bearer. I can't tell you anything.
Uh,
An exception to the
Right.
rule would always be nice considering the circumstances, but then again...
I understand, but it's not my decision to make.
Of course.
course.
Can I ask how much time is it gonna take? Can we
He's
just
not
wait here?
here currently. You are welcome to stay in the city. It might take a few days until he returns.
We're gonna wait it out somewhere else.
I'm sorry, but not my rules.
Of course.
Oh no, it's understandable.
It's fine, we're getting the ball rolling, I suppose. A bit late.
Time to have a nice walk around the city.
Ah, Hmm. No.
Just say in the ring. I have an idea. Just come with. It's fine.
Well, if that's all.
Yes, it's all.
We'll
Yeah,
come
I guess
back later, just to check.
So I assume you leave.
So in
Yep.
leave, I said there was the house with Cindy that we used as a safe haven for a little bit. You guys think we can use that?
Why?
It was given to to stay in.
If I had to wait, I would rather wait in the tower.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I'm on the
It's
same.
no,
Rather than
it's
staying
more
in this town.
no,
Considering that
it's
I think that if I go around, I'm gonna probably be stopped by half of the guards telling me that I'm too magical for this place or whatever.
it was
True, you
more
are
that
a
maybe
good-
we can, if we get something from there, maybe we can teleport there. I said this in the ring,
Pretty sure we have
like to that specific house. That's
accessories. Oh, you mean that specific house to teleport there specifically? Can you do that, Snakes?
If we get something from the house, yeah.
Then
Would
There
I
you go.
know if Vasselheim, considering its rules and the likes, would I know if it has like some sort quote of fields that would either prevent or be detectable? I would assume yes.
You
But
could
I don't
assume
know.
so, yes, since that's the rule. Could
Yeah,
assume
like-
they are keeping a track. Ha! This is the rules, but you can teleport in your
Like-
own house if you want.
It's not as if magic is undetectable, especially as powerful magic such as teleportation. Pretty sure that they are able to spot it in a matter of seconds.
not like we never casted in this town.
It's not about
it's
casting.
more
It's
like
not the rule. It's not or like the fact that this rule works and people don't do it. It's not because the people of Vasselheim are all good people. It's more about that the people that try and do it probably get punished very hard because they detect it.
it's fine. We're
or we
gonna
look at the
walk.
circumstances that we are some people that they should allow it to. Since
Well,
we're
we
Well,
put
up
in a
until then, we
word.
don't,
We put in a
for
word
now,
if they
we
decide
don't
so.
have-
Yeah.
don't have any permission for now, so I would not risk it.
If we have
Maybe
permission,
later.
we're gonna do it. If we don't, we're not gonna do it. It is very simple. It's just a few hours of walking. Is it worth it losing this contact? It is not. But I would also rather still go back, not stay in the city.
Okay.
We took Tess, by the way. What the fuck happened there?
Just like wow.
Whoa.
She, like, what do you want from her?
I don't know.
I
She's
don't know.
been to the sanctuary before. She's not gonna talk with the main guy because she doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but
would
she still
would
has
she
that
put some input
sword.
about her sword, saying like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I have a sword.
I have us.
Nice."
Dude,
The guy looked at us, saw the sword, was like, cool sword, but didn't say, oh, it's the Slayer, the
Okay.
Tiamat Slayer sword.
Okay.
I wonder if we finish the
If
airship.
he was
Okay, I was
important
just
to note, I would have fucking said something, wouldn't I?
Well, I mean, I'm more
Sorry,
talking.
sorry.
Mr. Snakes didn't say anything to fucking Tess or anyone, anything. Anyone didn't say anything.
Yeah, if you guys want to talk with her, I'm not gonna fucking play that.
So if Sebastian thinks the house will not work, I guess we just wait for the permission if there ever be one.
Yes.
Gonna
We do
come
that.
here in a week or some shit. and see.
Or I'll just stay here and build a small shack hidden outside of Vasselheim that we can use to teleport in.
We do know a shack where we
Yes,
previously had a scuffle.
Let's build a shack in the middle of the forest that is filled of creatures that
Oh
can
no, no,
easily
no, but we
destroy
do,
shacks.
but we do know a house that
it was
Yeah,
used for
we do
smuggling.
know a house.
Ah, yes, the famous shack destroyers of the Vasselheim woods.
Or
How-
we go to the cave that I woke up in the mountain.
Or we walk.
We
yeah, or we
fucking
walk.
Yeah, I
Fucking
just
hell,
walk.
how
I
is
just
this a
walk
pro-
for. I just walk for a few hours every time we come to the
It's-
city.
Yeah, this is gonna be the
It's not a
last
problem.
time.
Maybe.
It's
cares?
really not a problem.
If it's not, fuck them.
I have walked up until now, or
If they can't make an
Oh.
exclusions for us, then fuck them.
yeah, fuck.
Sounded angry. Okay. Sure.
I'm pretty sure he has all the right to be angry right now.
Does
Let's
it help
just
though?
go
Does-
back.
Let's go.
Okay. You go back to the tower.
We did it, boys.
Nothing killed you on the way there.
Ooh.
Pretty sure we could just. When we are getting out, we can just teleport back to the tower and not.
Oh no.
But hey, I'm not starting that conversation.
Or that, whatever. It doesn't matter. You get to the
Alright.
tower. Fucking see? Fuck you. Next campaign, no teleportation. Nothing, no teleportation. No fast travel. You have to walk for weeks.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
said story. I said
That's all I
story.
need.
You guys are making this more
Oh
of a
my
problem
God.
than it already that it is. Like, this is not a problem. Stop making this a problem.
You will walk for weeks.
Let's sail to market.
Yes.
That is
Every time we
usually
want
how
to speak
people.
to Cindy
That is
and borrow an
usually,
airship.
usually how people go there. Yes,
Okay.
that's my whole
You-
job.
Arrive at the Tower of Sadness.
Sadness Tower.
And-
Fuck this place.
It's your home.
Fuck this place.
It is
I go use the telescope map, treasure map.
you use. You think of the place.
Big thing happening.
Okay, so where is it? So you see a shaded thicket of withered mangrove trees draped in a sickly veil of rotten like vines and the likes. A swamp, basically.
Okay.
You see the cliff and this cove. At the entrance, like the cove opens next to a very small river that you see a wooden raft that is like all halfway sunken into this murky water that is rotted away. Inside this inside the cove, I assume you try and focus on the cove and see what's inside it, right?
Yeah, I like focus around to see any like landmarks and stuff.
So that this sunless mouth of a small cove is set into a what's the fucking word? Blah, blah, blah. It has like a colony, yes, a colony of large purple toadstools. These fairly large mushrooms that are purple and slightly glowing. And the cove ends with this curious standing stone in the center of this what looks like a circle of mushrooms. It is a jagged 8-foot tall monolith of a black rock. is that the stone is laced with these veins of crystal that shimmers with a strange light. And that is pretty much all there is in this cove.
Oh, so I could assume it's somewhere in the jungle and a swamp.
Yes.
Would I know a place that is a jungle and has a swampy area?
Maybe the rim is jungle.
I mean,
Right.
there's multiple jungles in this world, I would assume. Pretty sure there is one near Nicodranas.
Yeah, there's a jungle there, there's a jungle there.
There's a jungle to the far reach peaks right here for some reason if you want to go
Yes.
there.
Shattered Teeth jungle.
No jungle there.
Jungle,
Oh,
jungle.
yeah. Oh, there's the shit place. There's not even jungle.
There is.
There's forest, and there is a land going invisible in the middle.
Yeah, there is
Yes.
invisible land.
What's up with that, man?
It's a mist.
It's
the
the
mist.
mist
It's
land.
Pandaria, right
The
there.
misting land.
You haven't discovered that area yet. You don't have Pathfinder. Can
Sorry.
fly.
Fuck, man. Last place. Well,
99% completion.
well, what I would do is I would go either to tower or academy, wherever. I would just start looking, get books,
Mm-hmm.
and try to find a purple toadstool that would narrow down my search.
Uh-huh.
Since Alien was interested in the map, I would say this in the ring. I'm gonna research the map since we are kind of on a standby right now. Unless we want to go to check out the code that's trying to revive a dragon in Wildmount.
Make
This
me
code.
an investigation check if you want to look for those specific toads.
We should
I would-
go there to the courts.
Okay. 18.
18, okay. You find weird, glowy, purpley mushrooms. They're very toxic. And, well, it says in the book that you should avoid touching them or being anywhere next 10 feet of them.
Okay.
They're mostly their like preferred locations. It's very humid and like with less light, like a cove into a swamp.
Does it say like they only grow in a specific continent or something?
They're pretty rare. What this book says, if you continue reading, it says that the only ones that they've seen were in fact in Tal'Dorei in the Reef Mist jungle.
Rife Mist or Rife?
This, yes, Reef Mist.
That's a very small place to come
Reef
through.
and Mist jungle, yes.
Riffen Mist, okay.
Wait,
Okay,
look, it's
I
the
cross-check
shack of
with the map
of the
and-
lizards.
Was the river like huge?
No, it was very small.
Also, the two rivers on the map, that's probably not it.
No.
It's a first step. I don't think I have time to go to Riffen Mist jungle right now.
Just go to Riff and Mist Jungle.
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna depart while we fight with the...
Go to the
Here,
hobgoblin dudes. They're chill as fuck. Goddamn. Chillin'.
Well, that's my research done for... How did was the cove like big? Like, could it be seen from afar?
No, as I said, like it was almost covered by these shitty trees that were very big and had their decaying branches almost covering the entrance and all that.
They run like in the background. They run in mountains or anything.
No, it was
Okay,
very
so-
difficult to see. Like you saw it with the telescope thing because well, it points directly to that position. But could assume if you passed by it, you couldn't. If you didn't know what you're looking for, you didn't know it was there.
Well,
What
okay.
is here? It's some sort of marsh. Got it. There's a village.
Yes.
I
Marshy
don't
village.
know what to do with this info. I mean, I know what to do, but we don't have. Fuck. Well,
That's where the fire is.
just say in
Oh.
the ring. I guess time for the expedition is not now.
Not really.
Should we check out the dragon cult?
Should.
Although the myriad should be coming soon.
It's in Wild Mount, so it's gonna take a long time for us to get there. Don't
Is
really
it?
have a
Isn't it
place
like
to go.
Actually,
right?
close to the tower. It's
It's right
very
next
close
to the tower.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, it
literally
is.
like
Yeah, let's do that
close.
tomorrow. And
Yeah. Wait,
Uh,
wait. So, where are we going exactly? Grim Gol.
Grim
Oh,
Gol-
Grim Gully. Oh, okay. Well. Fuck yeah.
fuck.
I
yeah.
mean,
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, I mean, we might not get as very far with that. It's just we'll
check
get
it
the
out.
base of operation, check it out, and when the stuff that we are ever doing right now comes, we do it, and we can come back to this whenever we come back.
Party in Haberduke.
Yeah.
I guess fuck it, we are all going to Haberduke. You're right. Let's go.
Where are we?
The better place to go to than Haberduke right now, and that's the place to
Yeah.
be.
I do want to do a thing before going to bed. If it is a decent hour, have I ever been myself to Ward's house? Like to the shitty
Ward's?
place?
I don't think you have no.
So I would ask to the ring, to anybody, if I could get directions towards Wards, because
What were you asking?
at least in the ring,
Huh.
I just say because maybe we could at least make him aware of the small descriptions that we've had of this possible avatar, and maybe he could keep an eye as at least in Nimon if anything of that description may come.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get contacted by him.
I will give it the directions as I'm gonna go eat. You can continue, I guess. I'm not gonna do much. Gonna go.
Let's
to bed.
take a break then.
Or we take a break. Okay. Be
take a
right
break.
back, Strem.
Yes.
I was muted, but now I'm not. Haha. You fool, Strem.
Well, we resume.
How much time do we have until the academy stuff? Just like 3 days have passed, 4 days. I'm not sure how many days have passed.
Yeah, you have like 3 days till the week where the exam is gonna happen.
Well,
We slept.
I would say before we go like in the dinner that like I can just finish the core in these days, and then we go to the academy and then go and investigate. I don't know. It's a thing that they already dealt with, so I don't know how much we're gonna find there. Or we
mean,
can just do it.
They
Did
didn't
they
say
deal
that they
with it?
dealt with it, they say that they investigated and they couldn't find anything.
Yeah, they know it's there, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that seems like a good lead for us. So yeah, let's just these days, I guess we have to do the academy, and then we're gonna go there, unless something pops up, which it probably will.
Why not? Well, is it the next day? What's going on right now?
We are having
It's
dinner.
dinner.
Oh,
Everybody has
Eat.
agreed.
then we go.
Yes, everyone has agreed
Yeah,
that it's
agreed.
dinner.
We have
That's it.
Okay. So you eat and stuff.
We do.
You go back to bed.
Lizard time.
You wake up in the morning in your little shack.
Yeah.
But this
Depression
time
check.
it's different. You are you. Although
Ah.
in the body of lizards, you wake up in this cramped wooden shack. Smells terrible. Oh no, because these of work are quite big. There's a bunch of bones and meat laying around, almost decomposed. There's a young girl sleeping in one of the beds, and one of these lizard creatures is sleeping next to the bed. Whoever would wake up first would see
The fuck?
like 4 lizards, quite big, sleeping in their beds. One of them on the floor with a girl on the bed that is quite young, like 16, 17. She looks not sick, but cold. It is quite cold. You are cold in here, but thankfully there is a fire that is still going.
What do you assume my first reaction as Revan would be to what would I do if I see that I wake up in a room with 4 lizard folk, other than try to summon my weapon?
You have the instinct, but nothing happens.
I mean, as I like raise my hand to summon
You
the
like,
weapon,
haha, fuck.
and I see that my hand is a lizard's hand.
Yes.
This is weird. I tried to speak in the ring. It doesn't work, I assume.
Nope.
Well, this is weird.
The fuck?
Here we go.
This is my first dream since I come back to humanity.
It is
Bob.
Bob. If that
That's
is
a
you.
very weird dream. If this is your dream and we are all conscious, then it's a very weird dream. And I don't like it. Why are you speaking? Why are you in my dream, alien?
Why are
Lizard
you
alien.
in my
Get out.
dream? Why are all of you in my
No, I'm pretty sure this is my
What-
dream.
what-
Somebody
Revan, please.
somebody is fucking with us. It's usually how it goes with dreams.
What's happening?
Hi,
Something-
snakes. You're like an unusual type of scaled creature.
Bigger snakes. You know what's
I-
weird? Snakes
I got
snakes
this
now
to
change
grab this
colors
device.
multiple times.
Well, why am I so tall? I don't like this.
Why are you in my dream, snakes?
You get used to it after the second time it happens.
Bob, this is all you have been missing out on. Us dreaming together.
Yes,
Your
we've
dream?
always been dreaming.
Also, this is
together.
how it works.
Of course, yes, that is always how it's. Who is this, by the way? We have
Also, you
us.
have like weird kinky lizard adventures.
Of course. So we have
Okay,
us 5, and then who is this?
Do we recognize the girl?
No.
Should we
I
Wake
gently
her?
shake.
Gently just shake hard.
She wakes up. Hello? It's morning yet.
Uh,
Can you put some more wood on the fire? It's very cold in here.
First.
Oh, bit
I
demanding,
go
are we?
and put some
Before
in the
we put
fire.
fire.
More sticks in the.
Who are you and what is
Why?
this?
Exactly.
What is
Didn't
happening?
we talk about this already? I don't know who I am.
What did we talk
Oh.
about? Who did
Do I
you talk
notice
with?
the glyph?
Do you know does you notice the glyph?
Yes, you do notice the glyph.
Do I know what this glyph is?
Make an Arcana check.
Eh, Can I eat paper?
No, you don't have that ability.
Eat stick.
You have mage hand.
You have made
Okay, can I use my reaction flash of genius?
There is no flash of genius. You're a fucking lizard.
You have mage hand.
35.
Big brain lizard. Aha!
Wizard to lizard.
Oh no. Wait, my goal. Fuck.
Where do I go? Where's my tower?
There've been stories, even myths, about children being born with things like this, like runes. Rune childs are called. They possess quite a lot of power, but if they are left like untrained, or they don't know how to use it, they are unconsciously using their powers without they realizing.
Okay. You would see that I'm like stroking my chin and saying,
Yes.
Lizard
That's-
chin.
I,
Oh,
I-
you're
I-
that fucking meme. You're that very old, very
Oh my
very
God.
No,
old.
shut up. No.
The raptor meme, you mean?
Shut
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna just gonna look around for wood and put it in the fire, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, there is like a pile of woods.
I thought that people like your existence.
Why are we lizards? Why are you interested in?
Yeah,
Why
the
are we
fuck is going
lizards?
on?
Why are we lizards?
Yes, why are we lizards?
Why? Why?
You were born like this? I
No.
don't know.
No.
No,
I mean,
N-
he's kind of
Sounds
correct.
sort of a
I've
dream.
shut up. Shut. No.
Snakes, you are an exception.
You're an
Right.
exception. I wasn't born scaly. No.
Look, situation. Yesterday we were in our tower. We were happy, not so happy, and we were other things than this.
Can't
lizard folk.
Summon my weapon.
What year is it? Do you know? Do you know anything?
I don't know. I told you I don't remember anything since yesterday.
This
2
is
days ago, 3 days.
this is fake. I cannot believe that this is real.
Would we?
Something is
well,
wrong.
if you cannot gather, we
They
do not
notice
know
it.
what happened yesterday with these bodies. But
We just woke
it's
up
different.
lizards.
yes.
I mean,
So
was
could
there
you tell us
yesterday
what happened
in these bodies?
yesterday?
You don't.
No, you remember waking up in a lizard's body.
This is confusing.
Then whatever happened in Alien's life before.
Is this magic, Sebastian? This must be like some
I mean, I
sort of
can
spell,
tell you
right?
that there is a dream spell that this seems very similar to. And
Yeah, this does not feel like a dream.
I mean, the dream
Pinch
spell
me.
doesn't feel like a dream usually if you don't point it out too much.
I mean,
yeah, but
Is
Might
there?
be something
Can
more
you cast
powerful.
this spell on multiple people at once?
Not really, no.
I don't know. The whole situation seems a little bit.
What are you all
odd.
talking about?
If you
It's
can't
okay,
tell, something is very wrong with everybody here.
I go outside of the hut. Where are we? Can I recognize something?
It's very snowy, very foresty. Looks like a pine forest.
So you said you came here yesterday. You found us, and
Yes.
we helped you.
Yes, you didn't eat me, thankfully. I was cold and
Okay.
I don't really have winter clothes. I woke up in the forest like 3 days ago and
Okay.
came here.
Oh,
It's the first sign of any place to shelter from the cold that I found.
I guess you can count us in on the club of waking up in the middle of nowhere. Ah, what the fuck is going on? I can't feel any connection to anything. I can't summon my weapon.
I can't
Do you
cast my spells. I want to.
It's wrong.
I'm going to search around the room for a map if we have.
Yeah, I would also search around in the room to see like what the fuck happened here yesterday and stuff like that.
We see some eaten squirrel and winter rabbits and stuff. You see a backpack. Looks like it's been rummaged through. There are things on the floor.
Is this yours? I asked the girl.
Yes.
Do you know where?
Might we
I
take a
am
look
neither remember
inside?
anymore.
Go ahead. I don't have anything that I need.
I take a look in the backpack.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. See mirror, hairbrush, letter opener with the initials and the map that you recognize, Bob.
Oh. 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 I know this map.
Oh,
You do?
This is the map I bought yesterday.
oh, great.
Huh.
From the merchants.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the same one. Although AV.
And you
AV.
said this is yours, Mrs. AV? I look at her.
Yes.
What is your name?
Yes, I don't know.
She
Guess
doesn't know.
that's fine.
Would
You
we
came
still
with this.
would we
Like
would we
you had
still know the
this.
languages we knew before or episode? Not that.
You have your mental stats.
Okay, so languages still remain.
Oh,
Yeah.
feels good. Man.
I
Oh,
would speak in Elvish to Sebastian and tell him we should definitely not tell her how she ends up, or at least how they found the map.
Why? Maybe this is not her.
I
Because I
mean,
also know Elvish. What the
this seems the most logical choice, and I feel like we are going
Is
to
this a
witness
past?
how it happened.
we
I
don't know
don't know.
Elvish.
I want to try something. I take the letter opener
Mm.
and I just at the bottom near the AV I just made like 3 small cuts in like the number like just three little incisions to make like a
Okay.
mark.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What the fuck? Why are we lizards? Why are we here? Why is this fucking mom? Those fucking
There must be a
guys.
reason. What are we supposed to see here?
that
What did
a
the
bunch of
lizards want to do to you, AV? Did they want to eat you?
They wanted to take me to the city so they get food.
So there is a city.
there is a
Nearby, maybe.
I don't know where it is. I didn't find it on my own.
The outside
mean,
the weather is horrible.
Well,
I don't.
we can find it.
Can we?
Can we?
I mean,
I assume so. I mean, we've survived here for how long a lizard folk lives for. So
Yeah, they
I
have
assume-
survived, but we haven't.
we have survived worse. I'm pretty sure than finding a fucking city.
Sh-
So
I mean, it must be nearby.
Give me Did they tell you if it is somewhere north, south, somewhere that at least we can have a direction?
No, they were just talking about food.
Ah,
Or you were. I don't
fuck's
know.
sake.
They said that I can be infinite source of food because they thought I died, but then I woke up, so I don't know.
that's
Hmm,
that's actually
Guess
a
I'm
good way of
immortal or
thinking.
some sort.
that's
Smart.
Smart lizards right there.
That's interesting. How old are you? Do you know that?
When you can tell, because you are smart as fuck, and she's probably 17.
What race is she?
Human.
So she-
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
You said that you don't remember anything.
No.
It's a shame.
Well,
Well then, getting her to civilization. I
Oh,
mean, what else are we
her-
going to
No,
do?
no, no, no.
s-
For now, we have to keep her safe. She's not in the conditions of going around. Not right now, that's for sure.
I'm talking about the future. We don't have to do it now.
yeah,
Well,
that's
right now we have to find that city.
so great.
Implying that we are going to leave her alone in a shack while we are going to
No,
discover.
we're not gonna leave her alone. Some of us is gonna stay here, and some of us gonna find it.
That's great to
What kind of
know.
weapons are around?
But
Wooden weapons.
Like, would there be a bow, at least like a wooden bow?
Crossbow, please?
Yes, crossbow. Lizard folk with
I
crossbow.
don't know.
is
Well,
there
well,
some sort
well,
of finesse
There is,
weapon?
Because
Uh,
that shoots wands.
No, there is no bow, sadly.
No, I'm dead.
Any
You know
sort of
how to make
finesse
one
weapon?
because you have your brain, but there is no bow.
Okay, I think we should prepare for this journey, but let's not do it now.
Hey, I don't have extra attack because it's an invocation.
We should. I think that we should do it as soon as possible because I don't know how much this is gonna last.
I mean, do
If
you
it's
have?
gonna last.
Yeah, I am not comfortable going there with a fucking pike.
No,
Uh,
I'm
or
not saying
whatever
that.
this
I'm
is.
not saying that, but we have to get into the mood of doing it as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's why I said prepare. And let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, as I said, and I asked finesse weapons, what sort? Are there any? Also, what are our physical stats generally, so that I have an idea, because obviously different.
Let's see.
Let's roll.
Random
our
characters.
statistics.
Let's go.
Are we
Great.
actually rolling for stats?
I'm good. I have good mental stats. Fuck.
So you
I
have
the most intelligent.
you have 15 strength.
Ah,
Wait,
Okay,
this is
that's
for all.
enough.
This is for all of us, right?
Yes.
That's an upgrade.
Oh my god.
I'm stronger as well. My God. I'm.
You have this is which are of you like who are the Dexy people?
I am the Dexy people.
You would have instead of 10 dex and 15 strength, you have the other way around. So 15 dex and 10 strength.
Okay, so my strength is the same. Nice.
I'm
I
technically
mean, I've
also
always,
Dexy
I
people.
mean, I've always had Dexy stats as Revan as well. I don't know.
So then you have 15 dex, 10 strength.
Oh,
Okay.
I lost Dex.
You have let's see.
Let's go.
Let's
This
see.
is gonna
No,
be
no.
great.
Oh,
Take
I rolled
concentration.
big. I rolled big. So let's start from Mr. Revan.
Ah.
25 hit points.
Ah,
Aha.
shit!
30
Tanky
hit
boy.
points.
Who 30?
Max.
Me?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Bob.
Bob.
I'm bad now.
Oh, that's the one I need to reroll.
10 hit points.
Oh. What's that? So 16, 15 plus 7, or is 15 plus 7?
22.
22.
22 hit points, Bob.
How squishy fuck.
Uh,
this is
Sebastian has
Two.
22.
Ah!
Oh, Alien has 24.
Ah, shit! I'm
Next is 30 HP, Jesus Christ.
Snicks.
What god do we have?
Actually, no. Let's make it more fun. Add 10 to everything I know. Add 15 to everything I said.
Ah, we're
Oh
gonna.
shit! 39. We are going to find stronger monsters now. I don't like this.
So I have 15 strength as barbarian, right?
I mean, you're not a barbarian.
Oh, I'm just
What
okay.
are we?
Yeah,
You're
and
a lizard folk.
They have
Well,
my
that's
mage
not a
hand.
class.
We
I
don't
could
have a
mostly
class.
tell you.
I
You don't
pick
have
up.
a class.
what's our con though?
What's that called?
It's 13.
Oh my god. Oh, no.
Okay, well I pick up the big goal. Let's take this girl to a city, right? Assuming.
No,
I-
let's
I need to
find the
make-
city first, and
I need to
then
make
we're
a
gonna
bow.
take
I
her.
am not going to go out there with a fucking pike. Alright,
Gonna-
I know how to do.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, on the floor you see a heavy club. You see some javelins, spiked shields. You have multi attack. You
Oh.
are you are like really fast. You can bite things. You could assume.
Mm.
Is there a piece of wood that could be made into a bow very quickly, like provisional bow, with some arrows?
Yeah.
Is there like a lighter sword type thing or something that can be a finesse weapon but melee?
Sure.
Okay.
I would definitely I would start making things into a bow and arrows,
Okay.
and
Is
take
that,
also like a small like swordy thing or like
So
stab
for
thing.
the finesse weapon, let's use.
short sword.
Yeah, I need to see
Yeah,
this
let's
first.
use a short sword, short bow for the bow. For the club, make it a D8.
How many arrows will I have?
Make me a survival check.
Survival check. I have to scroll up and see how. Okay. It's not going to be bad. That's a 9. I rolled a
9.
2. Oh,
15 arrows.
okay, that's doable.
I would go as they're doing weapon stuff, since my character
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. Because I'm a mage, so technically I don't care about the items, but I do. I go to her, and I would say, "So you said you travel for like how many days? But until you found us,
Two, 3 days.
can you point me where you came from?"
Yes.
I would
Like
help
shows
her to outside and shit.
southeast.
Okay, so we know that the city is not there.
I mean, that's that. Yes, good.
Do I recognize anything? My big brain, my big lizard brain.
You're in a mountain area because of what the forest is.
Okay, mountain area. Okay.
You don't know what season it is, but it's middle of the winter. Definitely, you don't know what month, not that season.
Like I try to understand things like the fauna that we've ate, that we have in the house,
Yeah, you
the
have
flora that is
pretty
around us,
mountainy stuff.
the flora that is around us, and try and like think where these things could be, and think, okay, if these things are in these places, which one of these places could contain possibly a city?
I mean, as I said, you have your food and stuff. It's like mountain rabbits and foxes and sorts. You find
But I
like
assume that like
a
each
bag of
climate has different type of flora and fauna. Various continents, I assume.
well, no, because a climate is different type of a country. Like if the climate, be the winter climate where you are right now, it's fucking winter fauna, pines and the sorts.
So there's nothing that I could recognize, that I could think that could be possibly a place. Nothing that sticks out as a thing that appears in specific places, like specific heights or specific locations
You are
compared to the
not. You are
equator
not.
and
You are
shit.
not. You are not like on the top of a mountain, because you can tell it's not. The oxygen is very rich. You could tell you're maybe close to a mountain, but it is heavily snowing right now, and your visibility is reduced.
No, the guys.
Based on the height of the trees, you are not too high from sea level, maybe a few 100 meters. The trees are very rich and very dense.
We're close-ish to a mountain,
You could assume,
to a
yes.
set of mountains, considering the
Yes.
map, possibly.
The
We
guy
are
said
close-ish to the coast, so places like this, places like this, or like maybe near Vasselheim, but I don't know.
why was no? It is either here or here because the guy
I
said
mean, there is a mountain here
where.
near Vasselheim, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
since the guys that found near Western, I mean, we would be here then,
yeah.
like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
Is
So,
there
yeah,
like
we would be
is
there.
there either a second short sword or a dagger? I assume you don't want me to have a second short sword because that's a bonus action d6, but like a dagger thing that I can have in offhand.
Because I wouldn't. I would also need something for melee since I don't have many arrows.
As I said, there are a multitude of things. If you want a dagger, you take a javelin, you break it smaller, and now it's a dagger.
Good.
Might break, but hey, can take another one off a tree.
Nice.
I would ask the girl, does these names tell you something? Western, Tal'Dorei, Mon. Stop me if it tells you anything. These things. Singorn, Wild Mounts, Whitestone, Vasselheim,
Oh, she isn't stopping you
Nummergun.
already.
Divergence.
I mean, if we were in that
I mean-
period, she wouldn't know what it's called in the history books, would
Yeah,
she?
but back then I think Vasselheim was a thing.
So
At
you
least in
don't
Nummergun.
remember anything? Like
No.
who you are, where you come from, what's out there in the world? Nothing?
No, I don't. I don't remember anything since 3 days ago. Sorry.
Oh, this is bad. So I don't know what world we are in.
I don't know even what my name is.
It's alright. It's alright. Fine.
Wouldn't it be a bad idea to maybe
Not your
get her to?
fault.
Yeah, we get her to Westron, then we try and.
I mean,
Western may not be a thing.
Western
I
may
don't know.
not be a thing, or we might not be next to Western. But if we're next to a city and we are near a coast, it might be the forest near the thirst fields.
Yes.
We should scout.
Or
We can be anywhere.
Whitestone.
Our best guess is to actually fucking move and get to city and see what's
I
up.
agree.
We should
Even
first
though-
scout.
Yeah.
Find the river. So you said you came from southeast and you didn't find anything.
Yes, I wandered for a few days and then I found this shack and I saw the smoke.
Find the landmark. Now, we know. Okay, if we are next to Whitestone, which seems probable, considering it's pretty cold and there's a city nearby. We go east. We should find the river. Did you see a river? But you didn't travel for that long, did you?
I found the river, yes.
You did. Good. That is
It
very
was
good.
about a day from where I came from.
Day. Yeah, that would make sense. southeast. Yeah.
We could be near Thirstfields.
No, not Thirstfields. Whitestone.
I mean, either one or the other.
Yeah, but it makes more
Yeah,
sense.
Whitestone would make more sense. Yes. All right. I mean,
Well, let me try something. Go outside. Is there like a tall tree? A very tall
There
tree.
are a lot of tall trees, yes.
I try to climb one to see if I can see anything from the tall tree.
Make me an athletics check. With advantage because you have claws and stuff.
Big athletics check.
Hey.
No. I mean that's so 15 is +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just 11.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Climb up the tree, but as I told to Lizard Sebastian, it's heavily snowing and your visibility is heavily reduced.
Oh, it's heavily snowing right now. Fuck. Okay. Huh.
Have to
We
wait
need to
out.
actually go
In
out
this
and
time, I
help.
would also be
No.
gathering supplies for the trip, like
Okay.
We're
wood,
not getting
anything
out
else.
during a storm. That's stupid.
No, I am just preparing.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
saying
just
we're
saying
going.
to Mr. Lizard Snakes.
Well, they plan to take her soon, and they plan to take her as she is. So presumably the town is not too far.
Presumably, but we need to find the direction where it is. If there is a river, it should be somewhere on the river because towns, that's how they work. Does the river pass anywhere near Whitestone, like in my knowledge?
What river?
The river that is next to Whitestone, there is a river.
That river, it's like under Whitestone.
Yeah, it doesn't pass through, okay. Still, might not be where I think we are, but if there is a town, it is probable that it's near the river.
I mean, if it's we don't need the town. We just need someone.
Yes.
So the river is still the best bet. As soon as we found anybody, as soon as we find anybody that lives here and has memories, ask and ascertain the situation. Even I am a little bit cranky on that, but even looking at the sky could give us a little bit more information during the night. If there is a little bit of a clear sky, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not too good about astrology, but I studied it a little bit.
Oh, maybe ask the girl how was the weather up until now. Assume it was snowing, so I don't think we are going to get any clear weather soon. But, hey,
We're getting very immersed in this, but also we are lizards. What is up with that?
I have no idea.
I mean, there is nothing we can say or do right
Again,
now.
this could like, and I would like say it lower voice. This girl is. I've read about these people. They're like special, and I thought they were legends. If some like this could mean something, maybe it's about those ghost people that we met the other day. Maybe they're giving us some signal. I don't know. But this person is not just a girl. That's for sure.
But yeah, this is not just
There
a
is
bunch
there
of...
is a reason
So
we're being shown
all
this.
all I'm saying is that whatever this is happening, whatever this is, even though I don't like it, could give us something.
It should be
Hopefully.
happening for a reason.
at least we know. Did you tell us about the signature? Oh yes, you did. AV. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
just because of that, it's something that we should definitely investigate because this doesn't just pop up and
It's either something
into random
very
places.
important for us, or those fuckers are messing with us for some reason.
Someone or something, it feels like, wants us to.
It's too specific if it's just a fucking up.
Yeah.
I mean, if
It's way too specific.
This is some strong magic or whatever this is. This is not just a prank by.
Whatever this
Some
is, we
merchants.
see this to the end and then we figure this out. Right now, we don't have the resources to do anything apart from actually preparing for the fucking journey. And also, we should get some food, so I'm going to go hunt probably with someone. Unless there is normal food and not decomposed bones and stuff.
There isn't really.
Yeah, I'm going to get food.
Okay.
It's better if somebody comes with.
I will come with you.
I can't
no.
sit around.
Okay,
Okay,
then I'm not coming because everybody is excited about it.
Me neither. Me neither. I'm not gonna go and
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
take
here.
care of her. And see if
Okay,
anything
so
comes.
Snick sends Alien,
And I go.
and you go. Make me survival check. Someone with advantage.
Me?
Go,
Or
I roll a
how was your survival, guys?
I mean, all the
Our
same.
our mental stats are the
I mean-
same, so
Oh, mine is
My-
bad.
I've been through such like I don't
you've been
like
through
this.
this already, right?
I've
So-
been through this already. Yeah.
Snicks, yeah, he's already he's the only tribe person.
Yeah, but like I have proficiency in survival, so
Snicks the
Same.
Great, it's time to shine.
Both
I
I
roll.
also have.
Instead of arguing, roll both. So fuck
And
it.
then
Yeah, everybody just roll. Let's go.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, 14.
For me it's higher. For me it's 18.
15.
Okay. You do find you hunt a few foxes and rabbits. By your calculations, this is enough food to last you maybe 2 days
For everybody.
if you ration it.
I guess I don't feel the connection with nature I usually have.
No,
This is
you don't
good
have any
for-
abilities.
This is good for now. We're going to have to hunt during our trek
Mm.
or way or whatever fuck we are going to do afterwards, but this should last for a while. So
Just a question: is my voice cuffed or
You have
Is
the
my
voice of
voice
a
good?
lizard folk.
fuck?
voice
That
of a
is not
lizard
like
folk.
it. That is not like it. Your voice is
let's-
cracking all the time.
This brings me back
Wh-
to a
what-
time
what-
that I do
What
not
are we
enjoy.
wearing? What are we wearing as the lizard folk? Are we bit
You have
more...
you have like fur clothes,
Okay,
armor,
okay, so
and
we are a
stuff.
bit more prepared for the winter than
Yeah, you
she
have like
is.
hides and stuff on you.
Okay, okay, okay. We should probably get her some more warm shit, but
I mean, from what you hunted, if you skin them, there is enough pelt in there to make.
yeah, that's what I
Cool.
was thinking about and asking Snix if he knows how to do this. If not, then I'm fine with it, doing it.
I've done it. Don't particularly like doing it, but I don't feel like we have a choice.
Sure,
We
I mean,
don't have a choice right now.
I mean, I can do it, Snix. I'm just asking if you're good at it, and if you are fine with doing it. If not, then you can just point me to what to do, and you don't have to do this particular part.
I mean, asking things before shouldn't be too much of an issue.
It's fine. I can do it.
I would definitely still help you.
By the time you return from hunting, the storm, the blizzard subsides almost to a full stop.
Before they would come back, I would
Mhm.
talk with her and just say, I'm not sure what we told you yesterday. I'm not sure if we seemed friendly. We, oh, I don't like this choice. We seem friendly right now. I just want to say, where you met yesterday, they are us, but we are not them. We are good people. My name is Sebastian, and we
Okay.
want to help you. Right? So just trust us.
Across the room, my name is Revan. Yeah, I don't know what this is that we are right now.
all this is very confusing, but things are gonna happen, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I'm scared.
Makes sense. Anybody would. Shut up.
Didn't hear that in a long time.
The guy's back.
Anybody would in your shoes. It's understandable. It's okay. Anybody can be afraid sometimes, but we're here.
You see that she just like sits down and takes her knees to her chest, like in front of the fire. You spot under the the blanket that she has on her back. See that the color of her blouse, there is something written,
Oh,
like a tag on the inside, not like a tag, but rather an embroidery.
I would say, can I look at that writing that you have? Do you mind?
Writing.
There's something here. As I point the pointer, basically.
Yeah, it's like on her back. She can't look.
Yeah, it's just like tap.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I would just look a little bit closer.
You see the name Viretus. Airo Viretus.
Iron,
Iron.
like Viretus. Okay. Does this ring any bells?
Iroh does, but it's a family name usually.
Airo does, yes.
Iron.
Amelia Iroh.
Oh yes.
Daughter of the leader of Yvonne before it was
Yeah,
known.
I know.
That woman.
And this is a woman. This is not an elf though. This is a human.
Yes.
Iroh was an elf, or at least that's what I guessed.
Never had a race description for her, I believe.
No, you like I that was my guess of the character.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking at?
I mean, I show him.
And that's funny. Does the name Amelia speak anything to you? Or Iroh?
She doesn't remember anything, God.
Yeah, but
She's not helping.
You're not there.
you're not there.
You're there.
Oh, yeah,
You're
this is-
arguing with snakes, which how to shoot a ball.
Next, you.
Both of you fucking suck.
It just gives us a little
I
bit of an
know.
idea of what that yes we are in the past, a long time ago,
700 years? Something like that.
something like that. Did Whitestone exist 700 years ago?
No. Pretty sure it didn't.
Did Westron exist 700 years ago?
Whitestone was founded by the people that moved like from Wildmounts. It's one of the first settlements on this continent. I don't fucking know. It's like a bunch of sailors that said it. Haha, mountains cold. Tasty.
I'm gonna go with my logic. And say that 700 years ago I need to do some quick maths.
Wait, but this doesn't make sense. The node couldn't have survived 700 years in the past.
Who couldn't have
The
survived?
node that we got, the map. I'm not
Oh.
there. Fuck, I'm not there.
Yeah, arguing with
Three.
snakes.
We're out there gathering.
Just shout something in the air. Oh,
You hear a
not
bird
there.
say, "But their node cannot be 700 years old." Ooh. Flies away.
Shoot the pigeon. More food, boys. More food,
Looks
boys.
like meat's back on the menu, boys.
No more metagaming.
You know what? I just need some magical ink, and I can craft spells because I know spells are
I'm pra-
magical.
I'm pretty sure you would also need how to know
Like,
how to cast
most
those
of
spells, no?
most of my abilities are just based on writing things on paper.
The thing is,
Invent
we
paper
don't have
then.
gold.
You piece of shit.
I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have like upper abilities as he said. So
Yeah,
like,
we don't
like we don't have the abilities, but like what my character is not based on abilities. It's like it is based on abilities, but the abilities technically are just knowledge
You
of
have the
how to do
knowledge, yeah.
things.
yeah, but you have the knowledge of the arcane sigils and arcane and like
Yes,
stuff, but you cannot cast anything apart from mage hand. So I don't
I
know.
mean I can cast cantrips. That's a start.
Yeah, like, your
Yeah, I
magic
mean, but
power is not high enough to cast anything else
yeah,
other
I
than
think you're not
cantrip.
going to be able to like cast anything apart from.
But that's not the
levels.
thing. That's not all. That's not the only thing that I have. I also have the artificial mind. It is based on common items. That's the fun part.
I mean, yes, but no. We will see.
No, Westron was not a thing by my logic, since the divergence happened 900 years ago. It was 200 years ish.
I'm 900 years from now.
I would say no.
Okay. Well, to start, at least we know the time period, even though it's not gonna help that much.
You think you know the time.
I mean, the time range, possibly, hopefully, between 900 to 500 years ago.
Yes, between 900 to 0.
We know this moment happened. That is important.
This is in the past.
Or maybe it's happening in the future.
So yes, eventually you all return with your many kills and food.
We
Well,
make
the
that.
rations are here, but now we rest and wait for the storm to end.
No, the
The
storm is ended.
is ended.
I do want to look at the skies and try to understand a little bit more.
Yes.
I don't know what's
During
the
the
star
night-
system.
During the night, and the clouds do part.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And what you're met with is a magnificent view of an Aurora Borealis.
Aurora
Ooh.
Borealis. This time.
We might be very fucking far north then.
This time over here.
We made it very,
Which
very
part
far
of the
north. Yeah.
country?
Yeah.
You see these shifting colors in the sky that are very mesmerizing and beautiful.
I mean, like I have no clue, like in real life, so I'm just asking. They know where Aurora Borealis would appear,
Northern regions.
so it could be like
I mean, don't.
here. Or
Many north.
Doesn't
Northern.
necessarily have to. Depending
We
on
are
the
next
weather,
to
it can-
Southron. We are.
It-
next to
it-
Southern. No, there is no
It can
mountain.
it can it can
There's no
even appear
forest as
further
well.
south.
Okay.
So
If you're
I-
headed north, we go
could I-
south.
I mean, I'm just gonna ask. Can I guess like what time, what period of the year it is, based on the moon and shit?
could guess December.
Okay.
Does Revan have navigator's tool supplies? We don't have navigator tools, but does that help me in orientating myself by the sky specifically?
Looking at the stars.
Where's the North Star?
Well, he knows. I don't know how to explain by looking at
Yeah.
the stars because I have
Yeah.
no fucking clue. But let's say that
Do we know where north is?
you do know where north.
I mean, that's pretty easy.
I assume the stars also work different than in our world.
No, this gotta be even more confusing. So I don't know how to read stars in real life. I only
I
know
c-
where to
wait,
look for
I
the
kinda
North
do.
Star and stuff.
It's important
kinda
that
do,
the
but
nor-
I'm not gonna make it.
the star formations are like should be specific in specific areas of the world.
I guess. You could guess there is somewhere in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Assume so. We are in market.
so Whitestone probably not.
This
Not
might be-
but good.
You know there is a town. Doesn't fucking
I
matter.
mean,
This might be like
We go down.
here.
that like that place, or even close to Vasselheim as well.
Yeah.
There is
I
a
mean-
river near Vasselheim.
Yeah.
Could be
Or
near
here.
this city. Or yeah, we are in Facto, like here.
We are
Nice-
probably
nice
very
of
north,
course.
assuming because snow is one thing, but Aurora Boreal is a thing that happens north.
Yes.
Like north.
Well, that's I don't have any.
Here.
Maybe fucking here for would be like all the way up. But if it stops snowing, if I go outside and climb the tree again,
Yes.
do I see mountains? Do I see like a smoke from the distance? Anything like lights maybe of a town?
Make me a perception check.
Really good at perception checks. Let's go. This is the most important perception of my life.
It was almost good.
Fuck. 12.
You see, because there is light because of the Borealis, you see a mountain behind you, north.
Okay.
Quite further away. No town though.
Just a mountain or like
A
mountain?
mountain range.
We
Quite
have
big.
found ourselves
North,
on the map. We did it. Maybe.
Well, this does narrow it.
And
That's-
we are in a
And
forest.
we are in the we are over here. It's over.
No, because there's a forest there.
I know. I just
It's not like there
Uh,
are many.
How
many.
far are these mountains? Are they very far? Like close?
Quite far. Based on his
Okay.
perception, he doesn't know.
And
But
they're
what
far. Like
was
there.
what was the forest
Yeah,
situation around
probably
Whitestone?
there.
Since we've been there in those forests, what's
In
are there
Whitestone?
this? Yeah.
It was
What
very
are the-
dense forest, but
No, but like the
yes,
trees,
he was
like
fine. Yes.
But it wasn't.
I assume Aurora Borealis does not happen there.
In Whitestone.
It's like too south. Even though it's north of that continent. Well, I climbed down and I tell you guys there are mountains up north, quite far-ish. They looked far. So I'm guessing that civilization probably is not close to the mountains, probably more south. Going by the common logic.
or we find the river and we go by the river downstream, and eventually we are going to find something useful.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're probably sooner. That's what. Guess. Somewhere in the forests.
Maybe. Let's not make
Mhm.
let's not make assumptions that we'll get us killed.
Whatever.
But I saw mountains north, like a mountain range. That means that going south for now is a good place to start. Yes, and let me see.
Okay, so you go during the night.
No, I think we should go sleep since we were awake for basically the whole day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Definitely.
you go to bed. You wake up the next morning in
Where?
your own normal bodies.
Ah, thank God.
Do you remember?
Yes, you remember.
Fuck.
Ugh.
Ugh.
First, I would
First
just
thing
run
in the
down, like,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ring, ding,
I have
ding,
the ring
ding.
again. I
Yeah,
can
the
see
ring.
things. I have perception again.
Guys.
Everyone runs
Yeah,
down to each other
everyone.
like.
I
Kick down
enjoy
the door just because I can.
a warm food and a bath, knowing
No,
that
we
I
don't have
don't
time
have
for
to be a
this.
real
Meeting,
citizen.
guys, meeting.
Mm,
Meeting. Chop, chop.
Meeting.
Fuck.
I would just, as I see anyone else, I would ask him, were you a lizard?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we were lizards. Let's go and talk about this. This was weird. Well, if we
What is there to talk about? We were
was it a
lizards.
one-time thing? I checked the map. I checked the map. Does it have the incisions now?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, big brain. Big
Travel
brain.
Back to the future.
Oh my god! I changed the future. Everything is fucked now.
I'm
Now
pretty
you
sure
see,
she
now you see
agreed.
yourself fading away. Oh no, you're fading away from the
Sebastian.
photo.
Sebastian, I feel so.
Mr.
I'm pretty-
Hayward.
I'm pretty sure she agreed with other people to stop time, and this is the result.
Probably.
How much did you change in the
So-
future? How big of a butterfly effect did you just have?
Fucking, I opened the door to the tower. Fucking tornadoes everywhere.
Yes, there are
There's
sharks
Tiamat
walking around.
flying.
There are sharks walking around with cigars in their mouth.
Oh shit! Fuck. We need to go back.
We need to
I'm
go
gonna
back.
do it just because it's gonna be stupid.
Throw a
I'm
giant
gonna,
dick on
I'm
the...
gonna cast sending on the girl
What girl?
that we met in our quote dream.
Okay.
Does she exist? I say, hello? Are you.
Roll me a d20.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
No, it's a
Uh.
percentile die. Roll me a percentile die.
Oh, I get the power of the spells. I shall
The
use-
power of the spell.
That is 68.
Okay. Yeah, it connects.
Oh. I would just say, sounds weird. Hello, I am Sebastian. We know each other?
Where are you?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be dead.
We die.
Ascending. Where can we meet? Somewhere?
I don't think that's possible.
Why is she answer so fucking short?
Addison. How? Why? Why is that?
Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure I saw you dying. I don't know how you know me, and if I leave from where I am, everyone's gonna die, so I don't think we can meet now.
Where the fuck is that? Where is she?
Map.
I would say, can we get to you? And if so, where are you? Not fuck. All my spell slots.
Just forget about it. Just use it all.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
God. So we're supposed to be dead, or yeah, I assume she's alive,
Good.
but she cannot leave where she is, and she cannot tell us where she is.
Let's see if they have made a
Else,
rookie
everybody
mistake.
would die.
Rookie mistake. Let's see if they have made such a thing to allow a 5th level spell, a measly 5th level scrying, to go past this very useful spell. Let us
Yes,
try.
cast crying doesn't work.
Haha.
Yeah, I was
Why?
going to try the same thing though.
Legend lore?
Yeah.
Should we? I mean, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I would cast Legend Lore on the fucking Eye of Urantus. Of Urantus.
Yes. Let me open these many notes to decide what this is the first time. Did you cast on Iroh before? On Amalia specifically?
Yeah.
I did. Question? I don't know. Did I?
He did. He did, yeah.
You did.
I don't
Pretty sure you
remember.
did.
Like I do have some information about her, but I don't remember if I got it from a legend lore or I got it from just my brain.
I think we got most of the information from the book, actually.
No, I never casted legend lore on her.
Yeah.
There's no way I casted.
You
It's
did.
fine. I have many spell slots. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Sure. Give me a second. This case.
Upcast there. Okay.
Yes, upcasting Legend Lord. Give me your notes.
Legend Lore at 9th level.
If you cast Legend Lord 9th level, you learn
Share.
basically how the campaign works and who's the
Share
ultimate
your
villain.
OneNote now.
Share what now? I need to see. Send me your OneNote page.
Just send me your password. Any email.
Let me log in your computer right now.
Yes, right the fuck.
Your credit card details as well, please.
And the 3 numbers in the back, of course, yes.
Yes.
Everything.
Is this about the fucking keys and is she the creature? There's no way. That's like a much older story, isn't it? The 7 keys and the light on the 7 golden keys and shit.
We shall find out.
I'm pretty sure she thought you are talking to her as a lizard that is in the dream. That's why she thinks we died.
I know, but that's not what I'm talking about. Because she could
Okay.
be the monster that I heard, but that is no way.
Time paradoxes.
Because like the book talked about a castle, no one. He said that it was a she. Creature that could destroy everything.
Time.
You're basically talking to a female Thordak.
No, much worse. Like the things that I know, it's like that
Okay,
she's like
so
a monster created by gods.
you
and shit.
cast Legend Lore. Amelia Iroh Viratus.
Okay.
Night Daughter. Protector. Keeper of a creature. Locked.
Seven
I think
keys.
Legend Lore like says legends and myths, right? To know how I phrase this.
Um, The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that have never been widely known. If the thing you name isn't legendary importance, you gain more information. The more
Yeah, so
information you
it's
already
like
have,
described as myths and legends and the sorts.
it doesn't need to be
Also
specifically
lore,
myths
and
and
lore is
legends.
like knowledge as well.
Like
Knowledge.
it can be myths, but it can also be just secrets or stories or anything really.
Yes, so
It is accurate, that's for sure. It
yeah, it
says
is
that it's
accurate.
accurate, but it can be
So as I said,
figurative.
Night Daughter,
Like night,
Keeper,
as in night, the
Night as
time
in
of the
night
day.
in armor, plate,
Okay, yeah,
night in
oh,
plate armor.
just making sure.
Knight.
Knig.
Just making sure because English is a shit language.
Yes. Keeper of a creature locked in the upside down castle.
Oh.
Yes, this is it.
She's immortal. No one knows why she's the one that protects this creature, whatever it is. But it's said that if she ever leaves her post, the world is going to end. If that creature escape, or if she leaves, or if she's not there to keep it in place.
I would be like writing down these things and saying it like out loud
Mm-hmm.
in the kitchen and shit.
Oh,
And
good thing the
In
skeleton
the
we found
kitchen.
wasn't her.
I would, as I think in this, before casting on a legend lore, I want to look at my book.
Okay.
Did anything happen?
No.
Shame.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna cast another legend lore then.
Okay. I believe I think I told you this before. I don't know. So I'm gonna say it again. If I did, tell me. So I give you other information. The creature that she's guarding, it's said to be the first try of the gods
Yes,
creating.
yes, you
like,
said
okay,
it.
so
yeah.
Yes, it is. And like they were scared of it. It became too powerful. They were scared of it, and because of it, they locked it behind a lock of 7 keys or 7 golden keys. And since then, nobody knows anything about it apart that technically it's on a mountain somewhere.
Yes. Okay, so I told you that. There is said that it is possible to get there. Amelia was first not born, but began her journey as a lost child and was protected by a group of surprise 5 lizard folk.
Oh no, you're changing the past.
They supposedly found out what she was what she needed to be, and they took her to this castle. There is told that there is a in this castle there is it is mainly the prison for this creature, but there are things there that are left undone, or projects that are unfinished by the gods, be it weapons or creatures or plants or all sorts of things.
Mhm.
When the divergence happened, and the gods were sent, and with them the betrayer and everything, the betrayer gods as well and everything,
Mhm.
the most of their influence in that castle became somewhat unhinged, and the castle slowly started to break apart, so become a ruin of what it was actually is, or was rather. Now, be it a ruin, if anyone even manages to get there, they can find pieces of shards of divinity, be it like even things that contain the very essence of a god. That is why, and the legend lore ends,
Okay.
that is why this castle is so hidden and untraceable, or impossible almost to find, and so uh, such a riddle to even think how can a castle be upside down in this world, because it is literal when it says the castle that is the upside down castle.
Well, now we
Just
know.
goes down.
Now we know how the lizards found out about this. Why is Annalise muted but on what?
I pressed the button by mistake.
Yeah.
Well, we have a clue about this if you want
So
to
you are
pursue it.
telling me we shaped history without even knowing it. Now we are doing it again.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's our. That
So
would
we
be
are
our
a
second time.
bunch of we are just bunch of time traveling schmucks.
time
This
That
traveling lizards. Yes.
this information already existed because I knew part of it. So
We already did
sure
this.
we haven't changed past, or we haven't changed any part of time. This
Now
Yeah.
that you
could
are
have
back
happened
in
anyway.
your body, Sebastian, you could realize that this rather be you being back in time and possibly altering events is more of a
This is us
re
shaping it.
reiteration of it, you
Yes.
experiencing it. Because you could assume it's because of the book, and
What
you
else?
didn't actually do all that because that would be kind of impossible. Or maybe you did. You don't know how the fuck the world works anymore.
We went back once in a time loop. We did things back then, and they affected
I made
things
the
now.
changes to this paper.
You made them, yes. Now. Because this happened before and we did this, and the lizard folk, they didn't just discover what she was supposed to be. We did. And she remembers your name because you told her your name. This is
Yes.
happening, and we need to do this. Because this
I
is
mean,
how it
I
goes
mean,
wrong.
that's the thing. Like, okay, we got her there, but why would we? What's there for us? What's the reason that we would go there? Okay, there is something
Well,
locked,
I'm
but
gonna tell you what's the reason we go there now. Because if we bring her there in the past, we know where it is. So we go there.
oh no no no! I'm saying what's there for us? A current us, not the lizard us.
We go there and we
No, because
take what is.
unless there is a body of fucking Tiamat, we have matters at hand that we can't really abandon right now. That's my
Yes,
logic. Like, unless there is going to be something that actually,
but I
Well,
guess
this
whenever we
happened.
sleep, we're gonna
Yeah.
have this. And also, if you wanna fight Tiamat, I'm pretty sure that whatever is there will probably be very useful.
yeah, and angering all of not only Tiamat but all of the gods that ever existed and will exist, because we took their stuff from a castle that we are not supposed to get to.
No, we are supposed to get to it, don't you
Something
understand?
wants us to get to it. That's why we're having these visions.
Yes, we got there once, apparently.
I
We are
would
gonna get there.
hold
I'm just wary.
like as this conversation is going. I just want to make sure, like, if this is the whole thing. Raven Queen.
Yes.
What are her like domains?
I'll tell you. I know
Destiny, death.
it's life and death and fate, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
This really feels like something that's. As they're talking, we just hold for a second the holy symbol of the Raven Queen. Just think about all of this. I wouldn't say anything aloud, but I would just think that maybe she's part of all of this, possibly. Considering the fate and time go hand in hand.
Life and death, no fate. Sorry.
Also, there is no fate part about. Okay, then. But she said something about those things. About me shaping. I would do it anyway. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's gonna
you
do
do it. You
anything, but.
don't feel. You feel a connection, but you don't feel that the two are connected. What is happening right now in her. And you would know because you rolled like a 40 on religion or history when you researched it.
He rolled 45.
Yeah, 40 million, 3,000, not even fucking archivists, historians that actually wrote about it knew. He knows things that haven't been written.
Yes.
You know that she was a mortal that ascended to godhood. So she's a fairly new god.
Okay.
Of course, the divergence, but still, she wasn't born a god, or however the fuck gods are made.
Well, this is all very fuckery.
I think this book is the key. I need to talk with Arthur. Possibly Elise.
What's up
They
with,
must know more about this.
what is up with that book?
This book, I received it before everything that happened with the academy. I've a merchant just sold it to me, and Julia has the same. And this thing was meant to just it was meant to guide me or something. That's what Elise said. What did she say? I do have it. Just check. Like she knew how to unlock this book. Like the academy is, and I showed like I put the book on the table. I would put like all of them. Like the Academy is the first book, The Ward in the Walls. Maybe this girl that we found, maybe she's the one that who told time. I don't know. I'm just wild guessing right now. Maybe she connected us through this book. I don't know why us specifically.
Well, we are.
This must be something. This must be mean something.
Yes.
Because Iroh and I look at Revan, we got her information from this book.
We did.
It was written here. You read it.
I did. I don't know why still, but I did. And I think that I understand now why, because when we were meant to do this eventually for whatever reason, just to
So
circle.
so you're telling me that whatever we did and whatever we are going to do is already being set.
Not necessarily.
Think
I
in
mean,
Vision, the dream, we could just kill her.
We're
But-
just we're just part of it.
We could fuck everything
Somehow.
up this time around, but we didn't last time. That is the whole point of it. I think. I guess. Trying to stretch my brain really hard to understand all this. I know that it was worrying because I couldn't feel.
Can't attempt to change the future, that's not a good idea. We need to learn something from this, but not change.
Yeah.
I mean, call me stupid, but changing the future is not a good idea.
It's not a good idea, no.
I'm not talking about that. Just talking that if there is someone that could lead us there, because there must be a reason that we got this quote dream.
We have a clue though. I know, like, oh, I didn't tell you because we went to sleep. When I was scouting through the telescope to this location, there is this map. There's a cove, and inside of it there is like this obelisk, and it's shining with like a weird light.
Hmm.
And the fact that we have the map is the best clue we have. I made the
'Cause-
research, and apparently it's somewhere probably in the Rifen Mist jungle.
Hmm.
Rifen Mist jungle? I don't
That
know.
doesn't line up with
It
what we
is.
saw.
Exactly, it doesn't line up. It doesn't make sense.
but
Like 700 years ago, there wasn't. We like. I'm pretty sure Tal'Dorei was not in a place where Aurora Borealis would happen.
Didn't this happen earlier though?
Or even earlier,
Pre-divergence?
yes. Yes, it happened during the registry. Even then.
Why would this node survive? It's not magical node, right? I know it's.
It doesn't seem to be magical.
So somebody that recreated it or something. This is not good enough to survive that long.
Yeah,
don't
but
think
the
it's
cuts.
Well,
It's...
if you want to take a look through the telescope, feel free. But it's a jungle with a swamp, mangrove
Well,
trees, and like a
this
river
is-
and a cove.
this is a clue. So with the same initials, with the same fucking stem. So if we are going to continue with this thread of information, we are going to go there. I mean, where else would we go? So this is the best place where we can start.
Yes, but they said the academy is connected to this. Doesn't like it would be a waste of time to just go, hopefully to find something. If somebody can direct us somewhere else, maybe this book can be unlocked more.
Or maybe it's just separate chapters. You don't know.
Or maybe one
We'll see.
thing the academy eventually led us here to this part, you know.
Yeah,
As I said,
we are going to ask them, but
like like it would take us months to find something,
We don't have
and
months.
I would assume that this book is probably not only connected to it as in information, but also as in actually being part of it, being a key. Because the only way that we entered the academy, it was thanks to this book, giving us the information that allowed us in. So maybe we could find that place but without knowing anything about it, is just a blind shot.
You know,
Bob,
you say
could-
that, and yet we have a map of a possible location. I know
Yes,
what
but
you mean,
when you
but we are.
enter that place, what's gonna happen? You don't know.
Oh, we didn't know what's
Anything
going
could
to happen
happen.
in the. We didn't know anything about the academy when we first got there. We knew it
Yes, but
existed.
we
We
had
knew.
the book.
Yeah, and now we have it the same. So maybe when we get there, it's going to do something. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
it's not. It's not
So what,
unlocked.
what do you suggest,
something-
Sebastian? Are we just supposed to wait
Yeah,
for
like-
another
No,
fucking...
I'm not saying we wait. We talk. We talk with the people. We find something about this that is gonna unlock the rest of it.
Of
We
course,
go to
of
the
course.
academy, we talk with the academy, that is what he's saying, and that is what we should do, yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, can you do something?
Mm.
If, hypothetically, if you did the 3 things on the map before, if you do another one now, when we go back, would it be there?
I don't...
That's not
I
how
doubt.
future and past works.
I
We-
would doubt.
But I can try. I take like a knife or like a fork in the kitchen, and I just make like a little hole next to next to the lines, like the
Okay.
3 holes of the fork.
Mm.
It's worth the try.
We should probably
I-
copy down the map somewhere
Before we
as
tear
well.
it
So
apart.
yeah, not only that, but it's just
I
a
mean,
piece of paper.
The
So I
map
should-
should-
is we know, like I know where like the telescope. We have the telescope.
Yeah, just copy it
It's
down
fine.
anyways.
Yeah, let's copy.
I can imagine Sarah and Julia
Yeah.
looking
Be
at
like,
us.
what the
what the
fuck?
fuck?
Are you guys
Listen.
high or something? What the fuck are you guys?
These guys are on LSD right now.
They're like on their side of the
Lizards.
table, eating and looking at you like,
But
what the fuck?
Is-
Lizards,
is-
divergence.
Is
Upside
Julia in the
down
tower
cats.
right now?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, I would ask her if she still has those books.
I do, yes, but I haven't looked into it for quite some time.
Can I look at it? Maybe you have unlocked something that I haven't.
I mean, sure, but yeah, I think they're like tied to the person or persons that the book chooses. I don't know if you even can read what's in mine, but you can try it. And she goes and brings it and puts it on the table, and you open it, and you can't read anything. All the letters are jumbled together and make no sense.
Can well, make this faster. We can
What
split up.
I know is that, well, there are more books, of course. There are 5 books, and we only have the first one. So whatever is happening to all of you, maybe it's leading you to another book or something like that.
Yeah, that's the guess. You know what? I'm gonna do something stupid. But maybe
Okay.
it's not. I'm just gonna cast another legend, or
Mm-hmm.
and cast it on the girl who told time.
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Haha.
Oh no! Oh no no! Oh no! This is something stupid.
Don't be
indeed.
stupid, but rather smart.
Okay,
That
okay.
is a shit roll because I don't have that much wisdom. That is 18.
You take 73 points of psychic damage.
Why didn't you use Flush of Gehenna?
You see how Sebastian is like, ah, yes, And then his fucking nose starts bleeding uncontrollably. He just clutches his head like, ah.
Okay. Are you okay?
Fuck. Okay. Yes, there is no way that she's not connected to this. This is being protected by the gods or whatever the fuck made that castle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
Well,
fuck.
it's gonna be
So
fun.
little- Den of failed experiments after all. Of course they're protecting it.
I mean, there is more than experiments, I assume.
Weapons, yes. Weapons that we shouldn't
That's
have
a-
access to. But
That's
why?
a
No,
place that stores.
The most important thing, there is something fucking chained in there. And whatever it is,
Now,
no, it is the most.
now it's time to send the rogue after Sebastian. He has 30 to hell.
Haha.
That place contains the literal word ends.
Yeah.
The end of the word, it's there.
Yeah. There are a lot of things there, and I guess we're gonna figure them out one day once we go to sleep. and
Or we're
once we
going to
research
see
this.
them in one of our dreams.
No, one of our shared lizard dreams, yes.
I don't know if the dream is gonna happen again.
I hope it does, because it's going to help us a lot.
Well, as you guys talk, and what's the word?
Confuse ourselves even more.
No.
Strategize.
Yes. The other synonym that is more
Plan.
doesn't matter. We're gonna end the session here. I hope you guys had fun.
Confusion.
What the
What is?
fuck, Analyst? What the fuck?
Why did you give us another thing to pursue in
What
the
the
middle of all
fuck?
this fucking bullshit?
Why are we lizards? What the fuck?
Question: do I have to keep it to keep these informations, these stats?
I'll make them images on the table for everyone.
Bug.
So it's gonna happen again.
Yes.
I don't want to be a level 3 nothing.
What do you mean?
That's the
Level
best
0.
part
You're
about
a
everything.
wizard lizard, you know mage hand.
Lizard.
No, no, no. I
In a
completely agree with
blizzard.
Xavier.
You
Oh my
idiot.
God.
I completely agree with Xavier.
What if the lizard
Who's
that I had
Xavier?
as a pet was actually the wizard lizard that Sebastian is right now?
It's
Hmm.
not.
That's stupid because it was in the past.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I would also love to not be a fighter. I would have to use a fucking. So we have an extra attack basically, right? Like the multi attack is just 2 attacks, I guess, right?
Don't worry about combat. Just don't worry
Hmm.
about fucking combat.
Hmm. I do though.
This is more about be smart.
Mhm.
Be a smart lizard.
This isn't about combat or statistics of a fucking creature. Like, if you guys don't like it, sure, I can fucking put you.
No,
It doesn't matter.
No.
Well, apparently it matters, because fucking I
Guess
know.
I'm
no, it doesn't matter.
Honestly, I love it. I liked it.
Anyway,
Like, I didn't care about
stream.
being a lizard. It was great.
Stream.
Good night.
Good night. We were lizards in a blizzard. Bye.